Oi, oi! Hello, everybody. We're back. We're back after Christmas and New Year. We're in a new sexy lockdown. Some have said the sexiest lockdown of all. Ivan, do you agree?
Yeah, number 3, the sexiest number.
It's the sexiest number.
Looks like boobs on their side, or a bum.
Or, let's not make it about gender.
No, indeed.
What a tee up. We've got Ellie on the line tonight. Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you all?
So we got 3 Val Verdians tonight, which is quite exciting. Ellie's going to moderate the chat and just generally hang out and stuff whilst we play this game. And this game is Streets of Rage Remake, which we have played before. This is version 5.2 dropped just before Christmas, which Ivan and I just found out. We're big fans of this game. We did stream this once before. We streamed version 5.1 about a year ago and did less well than we expected.
Badly.
We did shockingly badly for people who play Streets of Rage and its derivatives all the time. So we're going to be playing that. We just had a few tweaks and stuff. We're just going to try and do a bit of a better job. If you're not familiar with this, it's a fan-made game by a group called Bomber Games. I think I've been working on it for 10 years or something like that, or 10, 15 years. And it's this kind of like Sonic Mania, it's like Streets of Rage Mania, I suppose. It's this really brilliant version of Streets of Rage. It's very, 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 very loud. Very loud. So we've actually had to turn the music off because we didn't want to drown Ellie's dulcet tones out, you know. Because we did a little test. Tones. Yeah, sultry tones, yes, indeed. Nothing is gonna if I wasn't bald, arranging sound on a stream would make my hair fall out again. Like, it's the worst. I point fucking cameras at things all fucking day, but when it's bloody... Oh, and those of you who caught my Doom Eternal stream on Christmas Eve, was this incredibly sweary stream when I was playing the Super Gore Nest. This isn't going to have that same kind of aggressive energy, I don't think. Well, it might do, because we talked about playing Mario Kart 64 last night.
Richard is good.
You should have... Ivan's much better than me at Micro Machines and Mario 64, and we talked about playing Mario 64 later. Probably quite good to play Micro Machines as well.
Well, maybe Road Rash.
Or Road Rash.
Yeah, or Road Rash 2.
Road Rash 2.
Be specific.
Yeah, that's the specific Road Rash that we would play. Because I do like playing those games, but I get all shouty and controller wavy and stuff.
Nice.
Right, so should we go in?
Yeah, well, I think we should say happy post-Christmas and New Year, as people have been filling the chat with Happy New Yearings and whatnot.
We've been away for a while.
Oh, I've got some shout-outs already.
Yeah, some shout-outs indeed.
Hello, Omar. Hello, Stephen.
And also...
Andrew, I haven't watched The Crow yet. I will, though.
Have you never seen The Crow?
You've never seen The Crow?
Wow, you are someone I definitely wouldn't pick as never seen The Crow. You know, well, the thing is, it's such a staple for kind of 90s living.
90s teens, it was everybody had seen The Crow and The Craft.
Full Monty, what can I say?
Well, maybe some sort of Full Monty Crow mashup.
But I will watch it.
A full Monty Crow mashup.
I do want to say in the chat, I see people have been putting Lockdown 3 taglines. The correct one is Lockdown 3 Die COVID Die.
Yes, indeed.
TM.
Lockdown 2 was Lockdown 2 The Return of Durant.
Exactly.
The British government have decided to go with the Darkman series naming conventions.
It's, classic British government.
Yeah.
They thought, what's hip and popular?
Sam Raimi's Darkman, they said. Yeah, that's it. Well, we're in, so we're going to go. No music, none of the brilliant music is Euro music, but we're going to be talking over it like cool dudes anyway, aren't we? So
and we get sound effects.
Get sound effects, get punchy boys.
Yeah.
So we can't see the chat. Ellie's our chat queen this evening.
I am.
So the chat
No,
queen.
Billy, I haven't seen Twister. I'm terrible.
Twister's rubbish.
Twister is rubbish.
I'm sick of hearing about Twister. It's gash. Right.
There's a lot to be said for
Taking a hard line on Twister.
We like Raise the Titanic, though, so we can't talk.
That is true. That is very true. Everyone needs to shut up, Ellie. We're right, is the bottom line. Ivan, I think you're player one. I think you have to comment.
Oh, God, I am. Apologies.
This has a volleyball minigame, which is kind of great.
Forgot about that.
I'm probably just going to be a basic bitch and be Axel, if that's all that's into you.
Yeah.
Hello, Dan.
Okay.
Dan Lyles, do we have?
Dan Lyle.
Dan Lyles in the house.
There.
There's been so many good artworks coming out of Lyles HQ.
Yeah.
All over the Instagram and stuff. I know Chris Griffiths commissioned a Godfather themed one. I saw his Michael Caine one go up that was really good. Right, we have to remember, Ivan. Well, firstly, you get all these different routes you can do, and we usually do the Streets of Rage 2 one. There's essentially 4 campaigns. They've got branching paths. One's got like these rubbish vehicle sections in that we do not like. So we're going to stick with SOR 2. Also, we need to remember that we can call in the police.
Yes, we always forget. As long as we're outside, I believe.
God, it feels really barren with that music.
To be fair, I could have put the Streets of Rage record on.
Oh shit!
You could have had sweet vinyl soundtrack.
I could actually. I just realised running the soundtrack in the background as a media source as well.
Yeah. Also, although sadly, LP doesn't run for too long, so then we get stuck in the groove loop at the end of Grand Upper being repeated endlessly.
Worms T17 is here.
Hey, Nicky's here. What's up, man? Right, here we go.
That's a good one. How's that going? Lockdown 3, COVID. They don't like it up. That's good.
I like it. It's classic. I really want a Dad's Army Roman beat 'em up.
Oh,
That you could got like all those characters to choose from.
can you imagine?
I'm not really sure who you'd beat up. That's any issue. Because I sort of that that makes me such a hypocrite. Because the Dad's Army movie, I was like, they have a big gunfight.
Beat up Hostage.
Beat up. Oh yes. If it was just loads of air raid wardens that you had to beat up, I'm not sure what message that's sending. But.
That's true.
Well, that Dad's Army film I did find weird.
It was really weird. It's like, dude, I mean, if you're going to do this, you must realise what the thing is about. Like, that's sort of like, you know, like if they did a film of Rising Damp and Rigsby gets into like a car chase at the end.
Oh my
It'd be
god.
like that. It's just like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? Great cast, though.
Now that'd be funny.
It was as weird as Adam holding a weapon. But,
Yes. Yeah, he looks weird. Because this came out so long before Streets of Rage 4, and everyone's always been a bit aggrieved by the lack of Adam. So they made their own Adam, which is kind of awesome. Oh, you cut someone in half.
I did with a
He's
knife.
like a knife.
Yeah.
There's also, you can unlock a lightsabers cheat for this, so every weapon's a lightsaber, you just go around cutting people in half.
That's pretty cool, to be fair.
Also, it needs to be said, this comes with its own kind of mod suite called SOR Maker, where you can just make your own mods for this game, which is really cool. Like, I found it really difficult to use, but you can change the colour palettes and stuff. You can add all the characters' names. So me and Ivan's old save on 5.1 had loads of stupid names for the enemies. But I had like a Metal Gear Solid themed mod someone had done. There was this, do you remember the Sonic the Hedgehog one, where it was all in the Green Hill Zone and stuff? So the core gameplay's the same, and I don't think you can properly edit the characters, just their colour palettes. But yeah, it had Sonic's music, and you just walk around the Green Hill Zone, basically. Just sort of bananas.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. This is made with a lot of love.
Yeah, so much love. And that barrel's going to explode.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You've got the...
I got it down, mate. I've been all over this. And so if you follow my Instagram, you'll know that I've made my own retro pie console over Christmas. And the second half of the stream is going to be us on that, playing old games. The retro, it's a Raspberry Pi mounted in a SNES that I've NES that I spray painted. And I think...
Omar watched Ricochet the other day.
Oh, Omar, I need to read your messages. I'm so sorry. Yes, you did say something about Ricochet. And it's the hidden Val Verde movie because it's in the Die Hard universe. Them's the facts.
The 1970s Dad's Army flick. Yeah, that's good. Very good.
Yeah, the 70s movie's good. Fuck off, Jack.
He is a putz.
It's just such a low-level putz. When his brother comes with the green mohawk, or pink mohawk, or whatever, that's kind of, at least he means business. There you go.
That turkey.
Yeah, you do it.
Get the turkey quick.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, it was just a points turkey anyway, it's fine. Sorry. Oh yeah, this is the kind of the dreamy one.
That's
Sorry,
cool jazz.
I'm just running around clarting things. You take that apple. Go take the money.
So yeah, in our minds, we're just hearing the Streets of Rage music.
Yes.
Can't help ourselves. Take that.
Alistair made a retro pie system just to play the original Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Nice work.
that's something I need to do because I have got that on my system. I realise I've only, much like the Resident Evil remake, I've only played the GameCube remake of Metal Gear Solid in the last 15 years. Like, I played the PS1 one to death when it came out and throughout the 90s, but I haven't actually played the original one for ages.
I'm so smug when I finished the first game.
What ending did you get first time out? Did you save Meryl?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's kind of a jip when you save Meryl because you sort of want to save Meryl, but the reward is the infinite ammo bandana, and it's not as good. If you let her die, you get the invisibility thing, and it's way better. It's like, sorry, Meryl, but if I understand Metal Gear Solid 4, which let's be honest, no one does, everyone just pretends to, Meryl's still alive. Anyway. So spoilers for...
Man to say, isn't it?
I tried to play Metal Gear Solid 4 and I just thought it was dreadful. Whereas the fifth one I really liked, even though it's kind of not finished.
Any fans of Half-Life in the chat?
Sorry?
Any fans of Half-Life in the chat?
Yeah, Half-Life. Half-Life 2 has an amazing sound. There's a couple of like drum and bass tracks and stuff on Half-Life 2.
But
Right, look at
yes,
the-
I am looking forward to coming to America too. To see how they do it.
Yeah, I'd be very interested to see where that goes.
Yeah.
The trailer was quite fun. Oh, whoops.
Come on, lady.
Come on, lady.
There we go.
Yeah, poor old Dan sliced his thumb.
Ooh.
Oh, Christ, how do you manage that?
I'm gonna guess apple peeling accident.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a potato thingy, not a potato peeler, a potato spiraler.
Oh.
I saw it on
That's it.
social media. I do feel like I stalked Dan Lars a bit. I've just got this mad, intimate knowledge of his life. And when I'm on the stream, I was like, oh yeah, Dan did this today. It must really freak him out. I'm really sorry, mate. Like, yeah, Dan's buying new socks. He's been down the high street. Yeah. Right, let's fuck Barb on up. What a clown. Fuck you, clown.
He is. It's a nice waistcoat we ripped up though.
I know, total waste. It was only from H&M, apparently, so...
Never Return Alive isn't on Streets of Rage, you fools. The music's up.
So you can have... They've remixed the soundtrack a few times, which are all in the directory as OGG files. But the remixes are really nice, but you can just have the OG soundtrack if you want, which is also nice. And they put some like classic 90s dance samples in. So, like there's a sample of Prodigy, there's a sample of Poison in one of the remix tracks, which is really cool. And you spotted one the other day, didn't you? Wasn't it like 808 State or something? I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, what
Did you
is
two
it?
listen to the Beastie Boys on New Year's Day?
No, we completely forgot.
Oh my god!
Fuck, we were just sitting around. Oh, Ellie, we had a very heavy New Year's Eve. We were up till 5 drinking, like, we drank half a litre of vodka each.
Oh
It was,
my god.
yeah, we both. I think the next day, what did we do? We sort of like had a McDonald's and ordered a takeaway just to be sorry for ourselves.
Yeah,
It was absolutely shocking.
no McDonald's.
Sounds fun.
It was quite great.
Good.
In a sad.
Confetti cannons. Party
Man,
poppers.
tell me about the confetti cannons.
Yeah, ordered some confetti cannons. So it's got a pressurised gas tubes. I don't know, 60 centimetre tubes, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Confetti in. And so, yeah, let off 4 of them. And so,
Fun.
living room's been in a bit of a mess for quite a while.
Some of them stuck to the
that's
ceiling of their own
fun.
accord just through the medium of static electricity,
Yeah,
which was pretty nuts.
and would kind of drop intermittently.
I'm looking at one now. It's
Yeah,
from Garrick. There are the fuckers are everywhere, and also they just sort of transferred around the house, owing to
Yeah.
oh yeah.
you know. So there's some on the floor of my room where the confetti cannons were not let off.
Yeah, it's a very good example of migration,
Yes,
which is important for forensic science. Because, you know, it's how, forensic evidence can migrate from the crime scene to somewhere else.
Competition. See Hyacinth beat up Blackadder.
Ooh, what was that?
What was that?
Super Smash Bros. British sitcom edition. See Hyacinth beat up Blackadder.
Oh man, do you know the best character in that would be Vivian from the Young Ones.
Oh,
Easy,
wow, yeah.
and he could issue his hamster special patrol group as like a buddy.
Oh, it's Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richard, yeah. Oh fuck, I would like a Young Ones Roman beat 'em up would work just well as
Oh,
well.
that would be fun.
No, definitely.
Except Neil wouldn't want to fight; he'd be a pacifist.
As long as there's some sort of madness cameo, I'd be happy.
Yes, well, it'd be great because they'd do that thing at the end of each level. It'd stop for a band to perform, and then you'd have a bit of stand up by Alexa Sale. It'd be a really weird game.
So it's
One
got
says,
hot-
did you two lads see Revolution of the Daleks?
Yeah, we didn't think a lot of it. That was a New Year's Day thing, wasn't it? Watching fucking Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It was just loads of take the apple, man. It was loads of reused plot stuff. There was like Victory of the Daleks was in there. There's a few other bits. It's just all stuff we've seen before. It was just like, why are we doing this? I just think Chris Chibnall's a bit of a shitbox, to be honest. And we finished Star Trek Discovery, which has been embarrassingly awful. Pretty much uniformly.
Yeah, it's opinions vary for people who enjoy it. But, great. But when I thought there were going to be 12 episodes of Discovery, and then finishing the 12th episode and realising there's another, I was really quite cross.
I got really depressed about 2/3 of the way through just watching it. I just found it really hard and awful to watch. And then it got kind of stupid again. It's kind of like, well, at least this is stupid.
Sad.
Still watched it. I nearly stopped. Ivan just kept bringing me back in.
Yeah, it's a nice form of punishment.
Oh shit, I'm player 2. Fuck.
Yeah,
Hello,
you need
Ben.
that apple.
I saw some great Adidas trainers that are just like Axel's.
Ooh.
It does then suggest that the rest of my appearance needs to follow Axel, which is not going to happen anytime soon. Though Axel does sort of like look like a roided up neighbour's character.
Hate those bike boys.
They're such wankers.
Naughty bike boys. Oh,
Shit.
God. There we go.
James asks who should be the next Doctor Who.
Jason Statham. Every time. I'm a Time Lord. It's a Megalodon. That's all I can do. I can just shoehorn in.
Horrifying.
Or Patrick Truman from EastEnders. I've said it so many times. He wears a pocket watch and everything.
God, yeah, that'd be brilliant.
West Indian Doctor Who, played by Patrick Truman, an actor who has a name that I'm too ignorant to know.
What about Toadfish
Dolph
Rebecca?
Walker.
Toadfish Rebecca. I think Ivan's got it, everyone. It's the first Australian Doctor.
Oh,
Toadfish
boy.
Rebecca. What was Stonefish as well? Stony and Toady. Or Harold Bishop. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
I mean, if we can have Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, why not Harold Bishop in Doctor Who? Is what I want to know.
Oh, no, new Doctor.
Yeah, I wonder what direction they'll go with it. I mean, they already managed to sneak in a new Doctor halfway through the series, or a new old Doctor. So, well, I've got my stars on, and that's fucked enough people off.
Yeah, true. I think that's the thing. I can't really think of anyone who I'm like, oh, they should definitely be the Doctor. But I'm sure if they come out and go, oh, so and so is going to be the Doctor, I'll be like, brilliant. That's fantastic.
Well, I said earlier in the week, like there's this fucking list that kind of changes, and now it always has Phoebe Waller-Bridge on it. But the traditional one for the last 100 years, probably before he was born or the show existed, was that they always say Chris Marshall. And I always feel so sorry for Chris Marshall, because it's like, yes, they probably have fucking people calling his house and shit every time. And I bet no one's even spoken to him, the poor bastard.
No. Yeah, he's probably got some horrible...
asks, have you seen the history of swearing? I could see that you're doing a good spoof of it.
Seen what?
History of swearing.
No, not yet. I've seen that Nicolas Cage is doing that kind of Doctor Strange pose in the art, which is so brilliant. And he was, we watched the Teen Titans Go movie, which is fucking great, and Nicolas Cage was Superman in that, which is awesome.
Oh, Christ.
That's so good. Apple for you down.
It's very, very cool. He's been a Spider-Man, he's been a Superman. I feel like he's... Oh, well, I guess he's kind of been Batman with Mark Miller.
Oh, yeah, Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good point.
Kane asks, where's he gone? Which is the best Streets of Rage, 2 or 4?
2. 4 is... I would say 4 is probably second best, actually.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, no,
That boy Slim for Doctor Who.
That boy Slim for Doctor Who. I will co-sign that, but he has to fight Jason Statham for it.
That'd be quite cool. Oh, yeah, I love that.
Non-actor DJ Norman Cook has announced his Doctor Who.
Each episode's got like a 15-minute mix. That boy Slim's just on the decks.
Okay, fine. Or Zoe and Johnny Bull. It'd be like it'd be like a sort of surrealist Spanish film where they just changes actor every scene. Sometimes it's Zoe Bull, sometimes it's Johnny Bull.
Or Gamer Guys reviews, let's get Bill Murray to play the Doctor.
Bill Murray. Bill Murray's got that kind of crazy detached quality that would work.
Yeah.
I think he could definitely do it. But, yeah, if they could get Bill Murray. Oh.
Danny Dyer.
Duncan Casey is Dr. Irish called.
A wild Duncan Casey.
A wild Duncan Casey.
Which is the less painful, says James Atkinson, Die Hard 5 or Rambo 5?
Rambo 5, I think. I mean, they both.
That's painful. Yeah, Die Hard 5's the Russian one.
That's the Russian one.
Yeah,
but Rambo 5 was
really
awful, but it didn't seem to drag on as much.
Yeah.
Mount says Matthew McConaughey would be great as the Doctor.
Is it?
I'd like to
All right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What is it? Which brings so much truth to the quote, they get younger, but us, what is it? Like get older, but they stay the same age.
Yeah.
Make the Doctor into a right skis.
Yeah,
Hello, Ian McGar.
if he drives up in like a white pickup truck to the next system. Hey.
I'll fix my chameleon circuit. It's a pickup truck now. This is my voice. I'm Matthew McConaughey. An actor famous for saying, "This is my voice."
This is my voice. Oh, no.
Game of Guys reviews Rambo 5, but this Rambo didn't feature Jai Courtney.
Yeah, I'm on board for a sort of redemption of Jai Courtney in that I think as Captain Boomerang he's great and they should be giving him comedy stuff. But like, fucking Jai Courtney in Die Hard is like, that's John McClane's son. Okay.
God.
Okay, fine.
I'm a super CIA guy. Check me out, Dad.
James Bond or whatever.
It's as bad as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull for me. Oh.
Fucking Crystal Skull, Jesus Christ.
I've got a friend who likes... In fact, I've got a few friends who like the Crystal Skull.
Really?
No.
Yeah, it's mad. It's maddening. It's just like, what are you talking about?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, quite a lot of people, when they like it, you ask them why, and it's just like, there's things in it that I remember from the other ones. And it's like, well, yeah, like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, they ruin it. They ruin the mystique of that warehouse
Yes.
by going back to it.
Yes.
That's the thing. The kind of opening 20-minute scene
Yeah.
does its best to destroy all the goodwill of Indiana Jones
mad.
films.
Like CGI go for everything. Because the thing is, like, on paper, it's kind of like, oh yeah, so the Nazis are gone, but it's crazy Cold War CIA UFO Roswell stuff. And it's like, oh, that okay, cool. But then you see how it was done, and it's like, oh no,
No.
oh no.
Do you ever see Whatchamacallit do one of
Dan
the most...
wants Edward Hogg to play the Doctor.
Edward Hogg.
Don't know.
Who's Edward Hogg?
He played Jodie Whittaker's twin brother in Adult Life Skills.
He what? Sorry.
He played Jodie Whittaker's twin brother in Adult Life Skills.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
yeah, don't know that.
Yeah, don't know that.
Hmm.
Hugh Quashie.
Bloody kangaroos.
I'm all about Hugh Quashie for Doctor Who. You kangaroo cunts.
Kangaroos. Grinding my gears.
Still Tom Baker. Bring Tom Baker back.
Yeah.
That would kill him. That would finish him off. I watched some of the Star Wars cartoons, and Tom Baker was in the Star Wars cartoons, and not Clone Wars,
Oh
and
my
Rebels.
god.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, that's kind of awesome. I think David Tennant did a voice in there somewhere, so you got a couple of Doctors. And do you remember how Matt Smith was in Rise of Skywalker, but then it came out and he wasn't, and everyone just kind of forgot about it.
It's brilliant.
That was pretty fucking weird.
James Atkinson is just in Temple of Doom right now.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck you, Bruce, you cunt.
bloody Bruce.
Where's your bloody kangas, Bruce?
Rob Myers, Alan Partridge is the Doctor just for one episode.
I would be so up for that if there was some kind of meta crisis and he turns into Partridge. Rob, by the way, has recorded an interview with Duncan because Rob works in VFX and stuff, so that's coming out soon. I sent Duncan the end credit scroll for that earlier, so we'll have a Rob Myers video, which I'm really interested to watch. I haven't seen Rob's showreel and stuff.
Alan also says, would Ronnie Barker have made a good Doctor? I think yes.
Ronnie Barker was an incredible dramatic actor. He was like an amazing dramatic actor, and I think, yeah, he probably would have done at the right time.
I heard, what's what you call it from Steptoe Son called again?
Harry H. Corbett.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd have been good.
I was listening to an audiobook of someone's memoirs, and they were talking about seeing his Hamlet. Ooh,
Yeah.
Who,
But yeah, you know, as a kid he saw it, and it was one of the few times he stayed in the theatre for the second act rather than go to the bar as a teenager.
Yeah, he was because Jason Isaacs played him in the depressing BBC Four thing, and yeah, he was like this really gifted actor. But as soon as he was Steptoe, he was just Steptoe.
Yeah.
Because he was so good, and they fucking toured Australia with Steptoe and stuff. It was really popular as a live show all over the world. So he was away from his family, and they hated each other as well.
Yeah.
But also, Steptoe in Australia, they have to do everything backwards.
That's true, and upside down.
The horse rides on them.
James Atkinson asked, who's winning a fight between Stallone and David Attenborough?
Stallone and David Attenborough.
David Attenborough.
David Attenborough, obviously, yeah. I reckon he would probably he would deploy pufferfish venom or something.
Yeah, poison dart frog.
Poison dart frog.
He'd cover his hands in
John
wax.
Coleman music has arrived.
Sorry?
John Coleman music has arrived.
Oh, hey there, Coleman.
Dan says you might know Eddie Fogg is the lead in Bunny and the Ball.
Bunny and the Bull. Wait.
That one's a bell.
Bunny and the Bull. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Bunny and the Bull's mad.
Mark Wahlberg is the Doctor.
Marky Mark is the Doctor. He could go back in time to stop himself from blinding that Vietnamese shopkeeper.
Yeah. Ed, look, he's done a lot of praying about it.
It's true, yeah, he goes to church a lot, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, Dijon's got COVID, I forgot. How are
fuck,
you, mate?
what, Dijon's got COVID?
Yeah.
Fuck, mate, I didn't know shit now, man. I hope you're alright. I just seen you been on Twitter posting about garage as usual. Fuck, mate. Jesus. Well, look, yeah, take care of yourself, man.
All the best.
Couple of pound shop blankers. Not even that, really.
James says the Steptoe actors didn't actually hate each other, they were very different people but respected the other's talent.
Well, that's the thing. Dramatic beef is, especially when those people are dead as well. It's very hard to kind of. Because there are a lot of stories about, oh yeah, so and so hated each other, and then you hear
Adrian's here, Adrian Mendoza.
But then you hear kind of stories from those people's relatives going, oh no, they got on really well. We don't like it being referred to as some sort of poisonous atmosphere.
Rob Myers, I think they've got John Rhys Davies coming back for Indy 5. That wouldn't really sell it for me though now.
It's all about Alexei Sale.
That's it. Alexei or GTFO.
Yeah. He comes back with his Rolls Royce in 1969.
Older Magics, Ralph Fiennes as a Doctor, but only if it turns his character in the Grand Budapest Hotel was a pre-Hartnell regeneration.
That's our mate Sam Ville.
Hello, Sam.
Only if he is referred to as Ralph in every episode.
I'm not the Doctor, I'm Ralph.
What, Rafe? No, Ralph.
Ralph.
Eric Brandland, Hugh Laurie was the new Doctor.
I think that was shopped around, wasn't it? I think they auditioned everybody in the whole world for the TV movie. So I think like Anthony Stewhead and like Hugh Laurie and...
Worms C17, here's a question. If there was a doc drama on Rick Mail and Aid Edmondson double act, how would you cast?
Me as Aid Edmondson. I've turned into Eddie Hitler in my old age, so...
Aid Edmondson is one of the few celebrities I've seen in real life.
Oh yeah? Do you see his band?
I have seen his band, but I've also seen him kind of walking around festivals as well.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
he was his band played at a festival I was at, and I kind of would like to go and see it, but I didn't. Normally, because bands like that always play at 3 in the afternoon, and that's when I'm still asleep the night before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went Sir Raymond Holmes coming out of McDonald's in King's Cross. True
Wow.
story.
The Kingmaker.
Yes, indeed. That's what they call that McDonald's. The Kingmaker and the Kingmaker.
Okay, Rick
Billy Mount, Halle Berry is the Doctor.
Halle Berry, okay, that I didn't
Hey, I'll be
left
down
the
for
field,
that.
but okay.
Stephen Allen, could we have a Vic and Bob as Doctor Who?
Oh, yes. Yes is the
Two
answer.
of them.
Game of Guide Reviews.
Doctor and the Master.
PCA game.
I kind of like Frank Skinner to be, because he's such a massive Whovian.
It was nice to see him in it. I'm going to go turkey if that's all the same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was nice to see him in it on Mummy and the Orient Express. That was...
Yeah, and he did a good job in that as well, because I think that could have been really quite cringe.
Yeah.
You can't
My
stop.
favourite GTA game is Vice City, if I had to pick one.
If you had to pick one.
Vice City, GTA.
Mm.
I think Vice City.
I
I
think
just
Vice
love
City.
it, the 80s music. It's great.
That's an amazing soundtrack, and it's
Yeah.
not just people. You know, it's such a eclectic soundtrack as well.
Yeah, I Wave 103, that is my channel.
That Wave was so good. Had like 99 red balloons and flock of seagulls, and I was all
Oh,
about the
Gary
kind of
Moody.
the hip hop and electro shit mainly for me. Shocker.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
we've
just
got
had so
loads
much
of
great
people
music.
for the Doctor.
Hmm?
Hugh Grant, Hayley Atwell, David Mitchell, Carmen Electra,
Common Electro.
Lewis
Amazing.
Hamilton.
Why not?
I wonder what the last acting job Carmen Electra was.
Well, she auditioned for the Doctor, didn't get it, so we'll have to go.
You're gonna have to
Wow.
give it to Christopher Eccleston. I'm sorry. Sorry, Carmen.
Yeah, Chris looked better in the jacket, so
Dan says, I've heard a few times that Cumberbatch and Freeman don't get on. I don't know how true it is.
that what? Sorry,
Cumberbatch and Freeman. Interesting.
That is interesting.
I
it's
can
the Moffat link, isn't it?
Billy Mount, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Doctor.
I'd love that. That would
Wow.
be so completely wrong, which is why it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Just want everybody to know that on New Year's Eve we watch Hudson Hawk because Hudson Hawk fucking slaps,
Yeah.
and there's no further discussion. And anyone who disparages Hudson Hawk is wrong. And Ellie, can you ban anyone who disparages?
Yeah.
Ellie's our axe man. She's
Yeah, I'm ruthless.
she's going to take out the Hawk haters for us.
You don't need any Hawk energy.
It's all about that Hawk hater energy. My bloody- oh, that
Stephen Aaron asks, is the Lockstock series worth a look in? I've been tempted to watch it, but I've heard bad things.
I watched it at the time and I liked it, but I was 18 or something. I liked it at the time. I do wonder. It's quite interesting because there are people that have since gone on to other things, and Ralph Brown's in it as well, which is always good. As his character's called Miami Vice.
Oh, GTA London had a good soundtrack. Yes, it did.
Yes, so there's all kinds of nice stuff in there. Ooh. But why is there a ninja guy here as well? What the fuck is this?
I tell you what. What's your one? The guy who was in. He was in Ashes to Ashes, and he is in that Dennis Nilsson.
Oh, Glenister.
No,
yeah.
not Glenister.
Oh, Daniel Mays.
Yeah, Doctor.
Yeah, he did a Matt Smith episode actually. Yeah, he would be a good Doctor. He was great in that Nielsen thing.
Yeah, I really like him. He's got a real nice range.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Stephen Graham actually could be quite good. This sort of scary, intense Scouse Doctor.
Chuck Norris's Doctor Who.
Chuck Norris Doctor Who. Maxine Peake.
Oh, yeah.
All about the Peak is the Who.
Peak is super cool.
Omar asked me, what did I do when I first heard about Sir Lewis? I can't answer that. I saw
When you first heard about what?
Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The F1 chat going on.
Yeah, no, I don't have much truck with Hamilton. He's very good at driving a car. Can't take that away
well,
from
is
him.
he though? Is he?
Ellie
He's got a
George
very
Russell in
nice
his
car.
and he
Let's-
nearly won the race. Oh, don't! I've got to calm down. Breathe.
No, it's good. It's good to have a bit of Hamilton beat because he gets off. He gets off with a lot. They even wrote a musical about it.
What? Oh, you're funny.
Fuck's sake.
Randy Quaid is the new Doctor.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Quaid.
Yes. Oh yeah, you need to hire someone who's got like really alien energy. Get Randy Quaid. Get the crackhead fucking conspiracy theories. That's you cowards. That's what I want.
Sean asks you, Rich, have you had a look at the early reactions to WandaVision? I'm hearing it has a deep David Lynch vibe.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Well, no, we're very kind of excited to watch that.
Yeah, I did just read a headline earlier. Saying and kind of early reviews were really positive and saying it was really quite weird.
Fantastic.
I was like,
Yeah.
good.
Fantastic. Okay, we're halfway through the game. Well, no, we're not.
Wow.
We're at the start of halfway through the game. Just going to pause because I'm pouring some vodka and coke.
Yeah, and I'm just
Ivan's
gonna
having
make
and a
little
cigarette
bang.
and-
Well, I've got Prosecco down this way.
Hey,
La-di-da.
I meant to say to you, make sure you got a drink, girl, but
Have a drink, mate.
you're on it already, so that's jolly good.
Yeah.
How many people in, Ellie?
We have got 47.
47.
Nice.
Hello to the 47. Good to have you.
48, sorry.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. And I'm happy none of you have said anything negative about Hudson Hawk, or you wouldn't be in the chat anymore. You'd be banned.
Yeah, and we do understand there are two moderators, Sam and Ellie. Sam just knows that Hudson Hawk's good.
Boxing gloves.
Virtual boxing gloves.
Yeah.
No.
Sash them out.
Right, hold on. Sorry,
Be
just
KO'd.
Yeah, exactly.
right, here we go. Just gonna have a glug of this drink.
CGI Dan Aykroyd as Dr. Detroit as Doctor Who.
That's Elwood Blues as Doctor Who.
That would
Oh,
be
I
quite
watched that.
Skinny Aykroyd.
skinny
I love
Aykroyd.
him.
Scatcroyd.
To be fair, these days he does have quite a Who energy.
He really does. He's
You
always
hear
wearing
him
like a
talking
large
about-
double-breasted jacket and talking about aliens.
Yeah. Actually, Aykroyd in like a Christmas special would be awesome.
I'm down for more one-off doctors like her.
30s Doctor Who.
Having Dr. Hurt as a kind of movie star doctor that you only get a few uses of is genius. And he was doing fucking audio plays as well before he died, bless him.
Having an action film called Doctor Hurt, where Hurt plays in a kind of Harry Brown type way.
The exciting sequel to Doctor Sleep.
Gamer Guy reviews. I've rewatched Forrest Gump recently and I've come to a conclusion Jenny is a manipulator and nothing more.
Oh, she's a terrible human being.
Who? What?
As the one who's in love with Forrest Gump. Because she
Oh, Jenny, she's awful.
yeah, just
It's
really
horrible.
takes advantage
And
of
like,
this.
luckily doesn't give him HIV and
Yeah.
just sort of takes advantage of his kindness. Yeah.
By the way, people, regard the sign behind Adam. It's like boo!
It's Halloween in American Japan, everybody.
Jeff Goldblum is a doctor, yeah.
That's been talked about before. Yeah,
I-
we'd all go for
I
fucking
watched
Daddy
that.
Goldblum as a doctor.
Yeah, because hearing him talk about hand-wavy time nonsense would be like, yeah, I'm completely convinced. Yeah.
I love how he's become a sort of interviewer's nightmare that everybody still wants to speak to, because you just can't get a straight answer out of anything. He just filibusters about random shit. You get all these really bewildered like junior interviews on the BBC, just like they speak to the guy from Jurassic Park who's talking shit about energy and Velvet. Great.
Oh, I am Snorlax, that's me. Aykroyd wouldn't know they were filming sci-fi. He'd just think he was meeting real aliens. That's me.
Yes,
That
correct.
would be worth watching.
Yeah,
though.
I'd be so down for it. It's not even scripted. That's better than what we've had recently. What are we get that out for?
Like some sort of
Hey,
weird
John.
dog
Sarah
murder.
Finowitz is the doctor.
Sarah Fenwick, the Doctor, yeah. Absolutely. Did he do any New Who? That feels kind of a mix. He must have done at least a voice.
He must have done a voice. He must have been a robot or something.
Because they did Mitchell and Webb were robots in that one with David Bradley, which is a mad kind of team up. Oh.
I
John
want that
Duncan,
glove.
baby. Ivan has to have his mitt.
J.K. Simmons for the doctor.
Oh.
Birthday.
I'd say J.K.
Is
Simmons
it?
is the master.
Yeah.
As the master would be good. I really want to watch that weird show he did. Because he did a sci-fi show about being some sort of, I think, parallel dimension cop or something like
did?
Someone in the chat will know better than me, but he did some sort of parallel dimension sci-fi show a few years ago.
That's an elevator pitch. That's awesome. Yeah, J.K. Simmons as interdimensional cop. Yes, yes. Pipe
Well
down.
done.
I missed.
Are you up for doing a watch party for Hudson Hawk?
Duncan would never do it. He
Oh, yeah.
fucking detests it. Like, we got him to watch it for a commentary years ago, and he just straight up hates it. And I was like, because I texted him on New
You
Year's
know
Eve.
why, don't you?
What's that?
He's intimidated by the acting in it.
Exactly, precisely. He's intimidated by Rich T. Grant. He's intimidated by Daniel Aiello. Intimidated by Michael McDowell. He's intimidated by Bruno, the real Hawk. Yeah, I text Duncan. He was just kind of like, "No, I still hate it. You're a monster." I was like, so he absolutely
Doug
would not.
Bradley is the doctor.
Doug Bradley. Oh, okay, yeah, I get that. He's got that professorial kind of vibe to him, hasn't he?
Kevin Bacon is the doctor. He's too busy doing EE adverts.
Yeah, that's it. I heard that someone in the chat will probably correct this, but like apparently the reason he does ATE adverts is because he lost loads of money on like a pyramid scheme. Like he was involved in some kind of wheeze and like it cost a bunch of money and now he has to sort of, oh man, I'm going to die. So he is. Fucking hell.
Ooh, there's an apple there. Get the apple.
I'm done.
Omar asked, what do you make of the Tanya Roberts debacle? That's very sad.
Tanya Roberts. Oh yeah. That's so fucking weird.
Awful.
What happened?
That's the one. You know, your one that was dead and then not dead and then dead again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's because they jumped the, because when it was a bit like, oh no, she's alive. And it's like, no, read the story. Like she's in hospital. They reported her dead. Like don't just go like, oh, good news, everyone. It's like, no, she's not in a good way. And then sadly, I'm not going to say the inevitable happened, but the bad thing happened. Fuck off.
Julian Sands is the doctor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Richard Gere is the doctor, but you need to have a gerbil as a pet.
His rectum's bigger on the inside.
Poor gear.
What if it's true though?
But it obviously isn't.
But what if it is?
It's like the maddest. It must be really frustrating having just a completely preposterous story about you.
Whereas Rob Lowe was on video like having sex with an underage girl. Fine. Richard Gere is rumoured to have had a gerbil up his arse. Just fact. Just fact.
Like a bloody what you call it from what's his name? Tainted Love guy.
Oh, Mark Almond.
Mark Almond.
Oh.
Yeah, another story where it's like, well, that's obviously not.
Was that yet another version of the Pints of Semen story?
Yeah.
Because it's the Pints of Semen and the Ribs Removed stories. They're the ones that endlessly come about. If you know what we're talking about, a number of celebrities have been... Because I've heard that about Rod Stewart. Anyway, there are two stories.
Yeah, Rod
Dear
Stewart.
God.
One is that somebody sucked so many dicks that they had to have like a pint of semen pumped out of their stomach, which is normally associated with Mark Almond. The other one is that a celebrity had ribs removed so they could suck their own dick, which I've heard about Prince. I've heard about Marilyn Manson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the thing with the semen one is also that it was like 9 different people's semen, and it's like, well, you can't dust for semen. Not like.
Hell.
Oh God, sorry. This just sounds like this really off-brand Prime Suspect episode.
It's like a really slow day at the hospital. Like, oh, right.
And they've got a pint. So like 9 comes is not a pint, right? So they've all had multiple goes. Not for you, maybe.
James Hughes. The greatest movie ever is Highlander, and Richard doesn't understand. It's brilliant.
Sorry?
Gamer Guy reviews about Highlander.
Oh, Highlander.
The greatest movie ever, and Richard doesn't understand.
It's no Hudson Hawk though, is it, mate?
It's no Hudson Hawk. How many... Oh, I was going to say how many songs are in Highlander, but that is... How many songs sung by the actors?
Exactly. The optimum number is 2, really far apart, so it's not really a musical and it feels sort of incongruous. That's the optimum number of songs. Oh, we watched Cats over the break as well.
Oh, you didn't.
It is complete...
Oh, you poor thing.
If I can say anything about Cats, is that I didn't used to know anything about Cats before I watched Cats, and now I know less about Cats.
I wouldn't be surprised if the IRS got involved because it doesn't actually count as a film. They're like, oh no, actually, we can't define this as a film. You know, it's on film. No.
I mean, we'll call it a video. If you want to put it on YouTube.
It's something that's been filmed and edited.
Them's just the fact.
Oh, Dan has the answer. Richard Gere had a mole removed from his bum. That's how the story started.
He had a mole removed from his bum. That's even worse, bless him.
I can believe that spiralling into a completely mad story.
And also, for that to get traction, he would have to have had a mole removed from inside his bum. And then someone else said he had a mole inside his bum, and they went the skin feature or the animal, and someone left it ambiguous. Then he got turned into a gerbil.
Well, maybe he had a colonoscopy, and he was like, "Oh, I don't like the look of that. Can you get that removed?"
Ivan, I'm Snorlax and said, stop 2021. We already have the quote of the year. You can't dust for semen.
Week 1 has been, the near collapse of American democracy and dusting for semen in the first week of 2021.
Oh, we got through the lift bit. Not bad.
Yeah, now we're not to fight the worst character. This is the worst character in the game.
Whatever he's called.
If you've ever played this game, you'll recognise this guy as the worst fucking dude.
Need this
So do I. Well,
When is the watch party for Raising Titanic? I demand one.
is that just you, Ellie? Right? That's not a comment.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, yeah, okay. That's another one. It'd have to be me and you, mate, because Duncan, that's just yet another Duncan
I'm
red
up
line.
for it, mate. I'll do it.
Yeah, I know you bloody would. Like, it is great, because it is great, and I would happily, I would happily watch a remake of that as well.
Oh, he's such a rude.
Ellie's not alright with the Rose of Titanic remake, she's just going, no. What are you
Oh, I'd
talking
have a
about?
fit if they did that.
We talk about, could have Mark Wahlberg as John Rose of Titanic.
No!
What about
Can't
Razor
beat
type?
Jordan.
Ray the Titanic. What shit, man. Actually, do you know what? Look at this, because last time, I think remake one is a bit, there's a few more gaps in his defences, because, yes!
Take that punch. Oh, there's some big chubby guys in the crowd.
The whole front row is reserved for shirtless fat dudes, yeah.
Hey, guess what we forgot, Richard?
What's that?
We can use the police.
Fuck's sake.
Happens everywhere.
And we can't, yeah, and we need to do it before fucking, inside the Mr. X tower, or it won't work.
Good shout. Good shout.
We always go on the right one, right? Then that's Streets of Rage 1, and this is Streets of Rage 2.
Brilliant.
Where we get to fight Wayne.
Wayne.
And the fucking Thai boxing pricks as well. Dude.
Stephen Allen asks, are we getting a Cats watch party now?
But again, the thing is,
dear.
you can't talk Duncan into this stuff. Like, there's no Ivan would do
He's
it,
got
but
too much self-respect.
it's true. It's true. Like he just like
Arthur Khan watch party. That's good.
Rafa, you won't get watching Star Trek. No chance. I think what we did talk, we will do one time is like put like some Bond movies against some Star Trek or something and do like a cultural crossover. I think that's the idea. But I think every time, sometimes when we text to talk about the choices for the vote, one of us will just come out with 3 and it's just like wallop done. Other times I'll just try to stealth in stuff that I know he doesn't like and I'll make a shit sandwich of 2 things he does like. And he just immediately is just like, no, man.
Until, is it 10, Rich? Stream?
Yeah, 10-ish.
Yeah.
At the same time, Sean Connery goes to Wimbledon.
Oh, very good.
It means.
The music is muted, gamer guy. So you can hear us and our lovely voices.
That really annoys me, that sound when you're running.
Clangety clang. Yeah, you're right with the music side of it.
Ah, stop punching me!
Bricks.
Yes, Billy, I would agree that. Well, 2016 Ghostbusters film is rubbish.
Yeah, I don't think you get much pushback there.
Well, we should have had another one about 9 months ago.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to that one.
Hey, what you call it? What's his name? Old Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Oh,
He's a great
Paul
fit for
Rudd.
that kind of
Paul
thing.
Rudd in the Ghostbusters.
Thing.
Oh, Ruddy never ages.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope Ozzy Osbourne's in it and he uses his catchphrase from 20 years ago. That's what the young people really love.
Oh, that film.
Oh, it's so awful.
I'm not sure if I even finished it.
Yeah, I like to watch it in the cinema.
Horrible film.
I haven't really seen much Paul Feig, but I really liked Spy. I thought Spy had, particularly Statham in Spy, is just like Statham needs to do more comedy because he was so good in that.
You know, Feig was the teacher in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, so
Oh, was he?
he gets some partial cool points from me. for
What, the
that.
new Sabrina Teenage Witch?
No, the original TV series.
Was that like a regular character?
Yeah, it's a regular character. It's, you know, really weird knowing who he is now. That
Yes.
yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
I saw the Paul Feig film Last Christmas, which is the Wham themed film written by Emma Thompson with my now ex-girlfriend, and I should have known then. But there you go. That was really dreadful, and it's got a sort of Twilight Zone twist at the end where it's just like really.
Are they all George Michael?
They're all George Michael, yeah. It's being John Malkovich but for George Michaels.
Hello, Z. You alright, mate?
Z's in.
Hey
Oi
there.
oi. Oi
Eat that
oi.
turkey.
Go on, Donovan, you fucker. Don't want you hanging around for Wayne. We want to meet Wayne on his own. Oh, look, it's Wayne, everyone.
Hey there, Wayne. How tall are you, Wayne?
Insane in the membrane.
It's Wayne in Cats and Dogs.
The Wayne in Spain falls mainly on the plane.
You're such a Wayne on society.
It's your favourite Irish rap group, House of Wayne.
Flash, thoughts on the upcoming Mortal Kombat TV series?
Oh, I didn't know
I
such
thought there was another movie. I thought it was the video. That one with Michael J. White and Jerry Ryan was quite cool. The web series. Did you see that?
No.
It was cool. Jerry Ryan was Sonya Blade and Michael J. White was Jax, and it was on machinima.com, and it is insanely self-serious. And the first because it started off trying to justify with like real world explanations. It's like he's caught reptile because he's got reptile disease, and they call him Scorpion because he ate a scorpion or something. And then when they got a bit of money, it's like, no, it's all about parallel dimensions and mad shit. Fine, because there's no point doing gritty reboot Mortal Kombat. Come on, who are you kidding?
God, no.
It's about magical fucking realms and shit. And now it's got RoboCop in it, and Rambo, and Joker.
Oh, Sean says, Richard, a battery's not included. Watch party.
Yeah, I put it on the list. Wonderful
that's a
film.
good
Well,
film.
those of you who listened to the interview I did on the radio, which just went up on the channel, don't see it. Yeah, I spoke about Barry's Not Included in that. It's a really lovely, really beautiful film. I remembered it being a film that I like, but it's just really lovely. You know, it's one of those Amblin, Spielberg by proxy, Frank Marshall, Kathleen Kennedy things. Written by Brad Bird. I found out when I watched it the other day.
Bird is a dude.
First thing he wrote. That's included.
Well, it's that period of kind of wholesome movie stuff.
Yeah.
Like Cocoon.
Yeah.
Just
Sam says he watched Last Christmas as a test audience and implored them to know the twist that you figure out within the first 10 minutes.
Piss.
Oh. Okay, well, I can leave that apple.
This is fucking chaos.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh god. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Wings? He's nearly done, isn't it?
Rockstar is on YouTube.
Oh, on
I'm
YouTube.
still like,
What is?
Dark Star.
Rockstar.
Oh yeah, it's on Roku as well. I think it's in some kind of copyright black hole.
Billy says Crocodile Dundee watch party.
So, just glug in some vodka and coke. Yeah, I mean, we watched a bit of that the other night, didn't we? I could take it or leave it. It's not something I've got a particular opinion about. If it was...
Is that Irish Kung Fu film on YouTube?
Yes, we did a Patreon watch party for it.
Thought you did.
Fatal Deviation. But that guy's gone on to real big shit because he made that as a... Like, people laugh at it and stuff, but he made that as a demo reel for himself. And, like, Van Damme hires him and stuff like that. Because he's fucking good.
Cool,
Just the film sucks shit, but, like, he's great.
That's about the bombs and a bottle of beer. Is it? Maybe not. Maybe that's a different Kung Fu film, no?
A different Irish Kung Fu.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Fantastic.
Because I heard about an Irish Kung Fu film. Oh, okay, I want to check that.
It seems like Fatal Deviation 2 is happening. And I wonder if it's a kind of... Well, I know I can't remember his name, but he's done a bunch of proper movies now. And, you know, on one side it's like, is this kind of like, you know, Samurai Cop 2, Birdemic 2, but on the other hand, I think he knows what he's doing, and he knows when he's got something he can market.
By the way, we've got 58 in the house.
58!
Oh,
Hey.
hello everybody.
Welcome aboard, welcome to the punching stream. We'll get the stabbing and...
We're going to finish this, and then we're going to sing Jive Bunny. So,
Giant
I hope
bunny!
you're all ready.
Fuck me, that's resurfaced like a
Ivan,
repressed
what are your
abuse memory.
thoughts on Hellraiser?
I haven't seen any of the Hellraisers in a long time.
Same for me.
Personally, I really like the kind of the perviness of Hellraiser,
Clive Barker.
but I don't
Pure
feel.
sexual perviness.
Yeah, but I don't feel the film really does enough with the perviness, because it's like, oh, and then it's a big wibbly wobbly dragon and blah blah blah, and it's like, no, this should just be about pervy demons.
Yeah.
If
I,
Hellraiser was a Japanese film, I think I'd like it a lot more.
more tentacle rape.
Yes.
I spoke to Corey Taylor about the Venture Brothers parody of Hellraiser.
Mm.
That's my name dropping. Oh yeah.
Clang.
Clang.
Go for it.
Duncan will talk to you all day about it. Duncan loves Hellraiser. He, yeah, I think he wants to speak to Toby about it at some point. Because they did a general sort of horror thing. Because Toby and Duncan are both sort of Hellraiser fans. That's something for them to
we
do.
love Toby.
Yeah, well, I think I was talking about that earlier. Because I remember because when Toby was still teaching me years ago, that was when Indiana Jones came out, the 4th one, and I remember being in his class that Monday just going like, that was terrible, and he was like, oh, there's all these things in it, and I was just like, no. But way more politely than that, and I'm sure yeah, I'd be interested to speak to him about that again, actually. Great to meet
James Atkinson says celebrities you've met or had an internet interaction from.
Oh, someone's got one up, was that me? That's you. I'm friends with Tina from Return of the Living Dead on Facebook.
That's pretty cool.
Because she knows the guys I did the doc with, and she bought us dinner one night for a rap party. She really loves Trump. Really quite a lot.
No way.
Yeah, I don't really have like a right-wing uncle on Facebook, at least not one that I'm friends with, so she fills that spot for me. If I want sort of like conservative boomer memes, I go to my Facebook feed. But bless her, she wished me a happy birthday. She's really sweet. Her husband as well, who I assume is just also a Trump boy.
Oh dear.
Yes, eat it!
There we go. Take that bear.
I did get retweeted by Duncan Jones once, which made my life.
Oh, lovely.
Oh.
Yeah, what's it? Me and Angelo were talking about Clancy Brown as Dredd and Duncan Jones weighed in because Angelo tagged him. But then there's that time Duncan Jones got a bit of a bitch slap on Twitter from Carl Urban because he was talking about, oh, Josh Brolin should be Dredd, and like Carl Urban was like, yeah, I'm sitting right here.
Okay, another Irish kung fu film, Moving Target.
Oh.
It's getting put on YouTube January 12th.
It's getting put on YouTube.
Yeah, because it's like a film that disappeared. They, I think, bought a French DVD. And now they're so it seems to be the IRA put a bomb in a bottle of Beanish, and it's like someone got the wrong bottle of Beanish.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
it's like the Hulk.
Kind of brilliant.
It's like the Hulk pop from the Hulk movie.
Billy says, Richard and Ivan, what about films based on Clive Barker's other works? Lord of Illusions, Nightbreed and Candyman?
Yeah, again, sort of like Candyman I've seen, but not for a long time. Nightbreed, I remember I had the Amiga game with Nightbreed, which was really freaky. But yeah, I'm not the kind of huge Clive Barker guy. And again, Duncan kind of is more than I am. So he's your one really to speak to about that stuff. I know because people expect me to be into them because of my profile. They're absolutely right. I sort of should be, but I'm not. So yeah, and it's not I don't like them. I've just not particularly watched them really.
Yeah, same for me, really. I think.
Yeah. Gamer Guys reviews. Never forget, Richard and Duncan were once in the same room as Michael Bean.
That's true. That is true. We stood awkwardly. I've told the story so many times. It was really funny because it's really pathetic. But yes, we did. We stood next to him and sort of breathed in his air. It was great. And apparently, if you speak to him, he's really nice. But we're really so funny. We're really intimidated by it. It's just sort of like when I met John Wagner. Like 'cause in hotels, I used to have to deal with famous people a lot, and you get really immunised to it. When I met the man who writes the comic I like, I got really sweaty palmed and nervous.
Bless.
And he's really nice. Bless him. I walked up to him. I went to shake his hand, and he just went, "Hold on," and like put hand sanitizer on. And I was like, "Yeah, I am scum."
Wagner.
Yeah. He was just sort of, I shake hands all day, and it's germs, so I hand sanitizer. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I love Wagner's got an amazing energy.
He really has.
He does feel like at any moment you might be in the middle of some sort of revenge film. Someone's going to do him wrong, and he's just going to go into the boot of his car and get like a...
Doug's dad met David Prowse, Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger on the same day once at a Mr. Universe show in the 70s.
Oh,
I was going to say, it must have been at like Venice Beach or something, meeting all of them at the same time.
I'm sort of pouring it. No,
Yeah, no, famous people. Don't know, I haven't met. I think I've met weird famous people here or there.
I've met the League of Gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Ellie, you were a big wheel in the League of Gentlemen fandom, though.
I was, yeah. What else?
I think I've met a lot through work.
Now. Oh well, I've met Flavor Flav and Chuck D.
Yes.
Yeah, that was interesting, definitely.
Yeah, well, if you follow my Instagram and stuff, we're still waiting for the Kruger doc to come out, but I met a lot of people doing that, and I kind of got my batting average way up. Like, I used to work in hotels, there was a lot there, particularly the hotel I worked in as well, at the time that opened, but including Status Quo.
Oh, well, that's it then. You've made it.
You know what they used to do in hotel rooms?
What's that?
It's really quite a horrible story.
Is this people like spit roasting teenagers or something?
No, it's. I was going to say it's nothing illegal, but
okay.
I'm not. It is illegal.
Well, just say allegedly, and it'd be fine. I really want to know.
Oh no, well, it's something I forget which one, but I've heard them in televised interviews talk about this, so I'm in no way. So yeah, it's not like. So what they used to do is they would have a projector on tour, so that they could watch porn films. And in hotels, they would put the projector on a wall through the window. And, according to them, allegedly, do their business out the window.
Do their business?
Do their business.
Wait, hold on.
Crack one out.
A projector with... Where was the porn going?
Onto an exterior wall.
Onto an exterior wall, so they would look outward and jack up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, all the things that are available to you as a rock star, and you do that. Like, what is that? Just sort of advanced wanking. And as well, a projector in those days. It's not like now where you get a little thing that fits in a bag. It would have been a big, hefty, expensive thing for a halogen bulb. So you can jack off out a window with your other friend, a man.
Oh, well, that's, I think that's all rock and roll was about those days.
Yes. Don't want to shame him. If you want to jack out a window with, another man or someone of the same gender, or any gender, and no one's getting hurt, that's fine.
If ejaculating in public was a crime.
The thing is, you would have to choose an area with a cordoned off section downstairs and no overlook, But you do you. Let your free flag fly.
Yeah, don't pink shame Status Quo.
Van Damme as Doctor Who. Ooh.
Van Damme as Doctor Who.
If it was Rob Van Damme, I'd say yes.
And then Jean-Claude Van Damme as the Master. Easy.
That would be awesome. That would be really, really awesome. Sadly, we couldn't have Amy Winehouse as his... what do you call it anymore?
Mark Gatiss was nice when I met him.
He seems like a cool one.
I don't want to say anything that might be bad.
Hey Ellie, you've got you mind yourself because you've got the inside track, but you do you.
Yeah. No, Mark. Yeah, I liked Mark.
I mean, he used to jack off out a window, but
he was forever. He wasn't allowed at the Crown Plaza anymore because of their big open mall in the middle.
Oh, wow.
There's a regional hotel joke for you there, my friends, based on the Cambridge branch of the Crown Plaza.
This is good. I had my photo taken with Virginia Hay. She had a hand on my chest and remarked about my heart beating strangely. Sometime later, I found out I had a heartbeat thing.
Jesus Christ!
Seems like some sort of...
Wow.
I'm trying to think of a fictional character that does that.
You're reading some shit magazine that someone's dog could smell cancer on their breath or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently it's true though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And Hannibal Lecter's as well.
I have heard about that. Excited.
Oh, damn. Didn't want to eat that gherkin.
Psychoville, Stephen. Nicholas Cage was the Doctor. Ooh.
Well, I'd want Ben Cage and anything.
Yeah.
He's just too cool a boy.
Yeah, him as Superman was the best in Teen Titans. It's like, it's nice because it's, a lot of casting like that's happened in the last few years where people get their due in a voice role.
Sam says Steven Seagal already is the master.
Yes, he really is. He really is the master.
He's someone, him and Morrissey are probably the biggest people I love who have let me down so much in the last 15 to 20 years.
If we were having Steven Seagal as Doctor Who and Gerard Depardieu as the Master.
That's the Russian.
The Russian emigre Doctor Who, yeah.
So Edward Snowden as well.
Edward Snowden as Amy Pond.
Gamer guy asks, how collaborative of an effort is it doing Val Verde broadcasting, i.e. coming up with films to discuss, agreeing on the topic, etc.?
We have found... I'm going to be candidly honest with you. Because of the way things go, we have to work. We take every day as it comes, and we work on a sort of week by week basis. So pretty much we'll do a stream on a Thursday night. We're all kind of a bit knackered by it, and then we'll wait till sort of Monday to have a chat on WhatsApp to decide what the 3 films next, and then we'll do that. So it's not probably as planned as you think, sadly. And we have, in actual fact, like in a real pinch before COVID, when I was like really busy and Duncan was really busy, I'd set up when Ivan was still going to the office for work, so I'd set up the living room to film episodes all day. And I'm not joking. We sat down on the sofa with all the lights and the cameras up and went, so what 4 films are we discussing today? And just because when it's stuff we know well, it's kind of like, okay. So yeah, it's just because we have like massive time pressure on us, and now Duncan's got a fucking baby. It's
Ryan Swayze 88 just got here. Nice to hear the great Ivan.
Oh, thank you very much.
Good to have you, Ryan.
I have to say, I've never before noticed that in the background you can see big parts of robots.
Oh, this is Streets of Rage 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Mr. X robots.
Making big giant robots.
So look at the robots.
Don't start him on the robot.
Lifted the rabbit.
Look at the rabbits. They lifted the rabbits. Press the button on the rabbits. Anyway, that's quite enough of that. I did find that you can put this into 4x3 if you want.
The guy who played Poe in Star Wars is up for Snake in the MGS movie. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac is Snake.
David Hayter!
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Firstly, David Hayter. Also, secondly, I can't wait to change the controller port when Psycho Mantis comes on.
I couldn't pay me job, mate.
The games aren't films aren't games. Just stop. Like, why? Gotta get blown up.
So good, that thing.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh,
That, you mad lad. That's bag of money for you, mad lad.
Can I have some mad lad money?
Adrian met Elizabeth Moss when he worked at an airport. She was sweet.
Met who?
Elizabeth Moss.
Oh, nice. I didn't meet Zoe Balls, but she blew me a kiss.
What?
Yeah, Zoe Balls blew me a kiss.
Is Fatboy Slim now?
He wasn't there. I think Mark Ryland was there.
You cut Fatboy Slim.
It was, I cut Fatboy Slim, exactly. It was Folk Festival.
Of course. The Granter Bridge Folk Festival, as they call it in medieval times.
Have either of you guys wanted to film an episode naked? I don't need that image in my head or face.
That's,
I guess it's no.
That's the weird question, Adrian. Weird question that has no real context and, by association, no real answer.
I think you're like 2 or 3 steps ahead. The first question should be, are you guys setting up an OnlyFans? Then the second question is, are you going to do an episode naked?
I mean, yeah, the thing is, we're not that desperate, but more importantly, the population aren't that desperate to see me, Duncan, or indeed Ivan's perineums.
Yeah.
You know.
What I'm definitely not saying is Richard has a feet pics OnlyFans.
Exactly. And if you
look for Jackson Life feet pics.
Also, if you want to buy toe rings on Depop, Ivan's got a great shop up there that you can check out.
Yeah.
Dude, do you want that one up? What's the score of points?
You go for it.
I've got more points than you. You take it.
Okay.
Because I'm incrementally closer to getting the one. Let's have a glug of my vodka.
Yeah, I'm selling toe rings on Depop with free toe hair. Free toe hair combined.
So get in, guys. I think one of the worst comments I ever had on a YouTube video just said, I've had 2 ones. Firstly, people talk about my legs a lot, which is what it is. But one, it just said, nice hairy legs, daddy. And then I had another one that said, I want to kiss and massage your feet. It's just like, oh. Yeah, you want to be internet famous, yeah? You'll get all those girls. No, I'm just going to get middle-aged men asking to suck my toes.
Feet pics.
Feet pics. Feet pics of GTFO.
Oh, what's it now? What's it called? Sam says a Metal Gear Solid movie based on a game based on movies. A Solid Snake is in a Robberos.
Oh, what, like Lister?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Lister. A sort of kind of snakeception. Oh yeah, the lift. Okay.
Let me get some action from the snake
Snakeception.
Rob had a dream about Hannibal Lecter last night. Oh dear.
Ooh, which
Ooh.
Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, which one?
You've got 3. The Mad.
4? No, 4. You've got the boy lecture as well.
Oh,
from the prequel
yeah,
film.
Boy, Hop,
Boy
Cox, or Mad.
or Mads. Yeah, the single syllable lecture files.
Who was that, by the way, Ellie?
Rob, I think. Was that Rob Myers?
Rob Myers, yeah.
Okay, we need answers, Myers.
Yeah, we need answers, Myers.
And yeah, also what the dream was about.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they're pressing flowers, that's kind of low stage.
Is that an Urban Dictionary thing?
If they're eating brains.
Pressing flowers with lecture.
62 in the house.
62. There you
Yeah.
go. We're going to be done with Streets of Rage soonish. Then we're going to go to my homemade retro console and hope it will work.
By the way, Richard, that might just be a username. 62.
So yes, 62 in the house. I have an alt account called 10,000 viewers. Yeah, 10,000 viewers in the chat. Oh, that was a lovely
good
snap
idea.
kick from Coachman's Paint.
Yes, Worms, I have heard about the film.
Yeah, it's sort of like changing your first name to Lord, isn't it?
Then it says, have you two played what's it on? Yazuka games?
Which games?
Yakuza games.
Yakuza games.
That's Ivan.
I played a bit of Zero and got kind of madly into it, and then I think, because I'm not a huge gamer these days, I think I kind of stared into the void a bit, and then I was like, I took a step back and haven't got back into it. But it was a load of fun, I was very impressed, and I do kind of want to get back into it, but it's also kind of seeing myself putting 15 hours into it, kind of thinking,
Looks like a piece of a game.
yeah, there's so much weird nut shit you can do with it. I need to get better at the karaoke. That's what.
So if I play Doom Eternal, I know it's going to be X amount of hours and there's an end point. Whereas Yakuza, it's kind of like, well, I guess I'm addicted to pachinko now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, me and my brother put, I think we put close to 300 hours into Final Fantasy X, and didn't finish it.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
exploring the
it's
world
just-
and stuff.
Yeah,
My 7 playthrough was nowhere near that, but it was like that. It was like, well, yeah, because I'd unlocked the end boss fight, but it's like, yeah, well, I've got loads of chocobo racing to do, and, you know.
yeah, it's. Yeah, but yeah, no, Yakuza, I very much dig. I really like what they do.
I feel like I would have been more into that a few years ago. I remember when Shenmue originally came out, I was so into Shenmue and Dreamcast. I'm less into those kind of games these days, so I don't know.
Oh, what? I did some sort of crazy elbow drop.
You did?
Yeah,
Nice.
got no idea how I did it. What?
You just found the move.
I
It's not your L1 move, is it?
really don't know. Yeah!
Oh, fuck, mate, that was
Did it.
amazing time. Did you press select?
Yeah.
I did.
I wasn't sure it was gonna work.
And do you know what else? I don't think I'm going to say no to the robots because I don't think it's going to do it. It's not in Streets of Rage 2, that's why. It's not in the best Streets of Rage.
I believe it's a helicopter.
A helicopter came.
A herringcopter.
A herringcopter came to help us. Oh, Ellie's got Rona.
Oh, don't you stop.
Again. Ellie's got Rona again.
I didn't have it, thank God. Oh, I thought I did.
You have an
Oh.
horrible time now, haven't you?
So ill.
Yes. Punk up.
James asks, any delayed blockbuster you're really looking forward to?
I mean, nothing has like busted their shops this year. There's nothing that I've kind of gone like, oh no, I can't believe it's coming back. So I'm not really a Bond guy. Ghostbusters I like, but I'm not very bothered about having another one. Wonder Woman, fine, is out now. Yeah.
Yeah, I just really want Marvel films back. It's like we should have had an Eternals film, we should have had a Black Widow film. Soon enough, we're going to have missed whatever was meant to be the spring film for this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, it's just, it feels really weird that, you know, there's no kind of, you
Strange.
know, yeah, the ligaments of kind of Marvel stuff where it's like, oh, did
Yeah.
you see the end credits? Oh, I can't wait to see, you know, XYZ. But none of that stuff exists anymore. But yeah, apart from that, oh well, Godzilla v King Kong, quite, yeah, kind of, yeah. I know a lot of people aren't particularly fussed about the Zilla films.
But it's nice
recently.
that's probably the only other successful fucking shared universe that's going off quietly in the background. They've been, you know, ever since that first Godzilla film, which I haven't got mad about, like, you know, they've been quietly releasing those, which is kind of cool.
Simple Rick says he saw some photos from the Uncharted film. Do you guys reckon it'll be another turd in the venue game adaptation goal?
I'm going to say yes. I don't play Uncharted, so I just... and again, it's kind of like, oh, I can't wait to explore the map, you know?
Well, yeah.
Helicopter!
Nice.
I don't know where our number of helicopters is, though. That's the...
Dylan
Yeah.
Floyd, will there be a watch party next week?
Yes. There was nearly one this week, but work got in the way because Duncan and I we're now doing kind of work together and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, there will be Floyd actually. So yes, watch out.
Oh, Rob's back. It was classic Hopkins lecture.
Classic Hopkins lecture, okay.
What happened?
Yeah. Flower pressing.
Sexy.
Dan
Just
says,
the-
don't worry, Ivan, 4 or 5 Marvel films this year.
That would be quite a feat. So I'm guessing Hopkins Lecter sitting on a big number 3 on its side.
The sexiest number of all.
Yeah, and winking
Eating a peach.
while pressing flowers.
Oh, pressing.
One of those nonsense dreams. Banana Man movie. Yeah, I want to see that.
Well, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was the Banana Man film that they registered a website for and stuff and just vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone registered a Twitter account for Woolworths, and everyone believed them.
Oh yeah, but the Banana Man film had a press release and stuff.
I'm sure it's way more.
Woolworths is back, Ivan.
That was the
I
thing.
thought,
It's
you know,
Well,
I
they
did
did
thought
start
of
selling
that.
things online under Woolworths, though, didn't they? Someone did, and then it went away again. And it's just like, who are you fucking jokers? Like, what the fuck? That's like the Andy Kaufman of retail. It's like, oh yeah, no, I saw Woolworths. Yes, I've reverse punched someone in the face. With a knife. Fucking Gaussier, not even a real character. Not even a real character, Gaussier. Get the fuck out of here.
Rob says, where's the 2018 cinematic universe?
Well, Duncan Jones is trying his best, you know.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
the thing is, just 2000 AD, the individual characters, though they've crossed over, don't really exist in the same universe, except when they do. It's very confusing.
Yes.
Because Road Trooper doesn't, except when it does. And
Strong Dog.
Strong Dog doesn't, except when it does. And Robo Hunter doesn't, except when it does. Slain
Yeah.
doesn't, except when ABCs doesn't, except when it does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not sure when the Rogue film's meant to come out.
Yeah, well, that's all going to kick in, because that seems to be going at pace. And you know what? Fucking Rebellion have got that
Super screen.
super screen Mandalorian technology going off in Oxford, which was the point in all that, I think. They've got that huge studio, which people seem to be using.
But yeah, Rogue Trooper film. That is exciting business.
I can't remember who wrote it, but IDW did a Road Trooper reboot for the American market, which was written by a British novelist. And it's really fucking
Ian
good.
Rankin.
Ian Rankin, yeah. Well, Ian Rankin nearly did do a 2000 AD thing once.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember him getting interviewed in the Meg and talking. Didn't he write a comic? But it wasn't for. Maybe it's under Rebecca.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure he
But
wrote some sort of
talked
graphic
about his
novel.
being into 2000 AD in 2000 AD or the Meg.
Yeah,
The
I
Meg
should
is
have picked a better novelist. Alan Bennett.
Barbara Cartland.
Barbara Cartland. There we go.
Barbara Cartland's Judge Dredd.
He'd have blue
Stephen Allen
eyes.
says ABC Warriors was part of Nemesis to Warlock, wasn't he? And Satanist appeared in the Black Hole mission.
So,
Exactly. Yep.
And a Mega City Judge appeared in a Nemesis episode. Obviously, Satanus is in Dread. It's all very confusing, particularly because Pat Mills' things exist in their own Mills verse.
Yeah, the Mills.
And John Wagner's great approach to Dread continuity is like, it exists if I say it exists. And if anybody else doesn't, it doesn't count. It's like, yeah. I need to get the Rock of the Red collection, actually. He says it directly on his face. I'm friends with John Wagner.
Have you read the Mars Attacks Judge Dredd comic?
Yes, fantastic.
Yes, really good. Was that Al Ewing?
Al Ewing, yeah, and
Billy
John
Mills.
McRae. Really good. Al Ewing just dropped in loads of great Drake continuity drops and stuff. It's fantastic. Anderson was in it. Really funny, really good. Al Ewing, like, he fucked off. Now he's a Marvel fucking superstar. And he was writing Dread. He was so good. And we once saw him drunkenly dancing to Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds in a nightclub in Soho, didn't we?
Not only that, he was talking to us and then went, I have to go. And then went onto an empty dance floor to dance on his own to War of the World.
And he signed some posters for us and he drew a picture of his own face in biro.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, now I'm so excited that we got to meet Al Ewing. At the time, I was like, oh, nice to meet this weird small time.
Because he was really small time, and then he became this really amazing, right? Like, even the Dread stuff after we met him was so amazing. And then he pissed off to be high-paid Marvel superstar, and it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I really want to read some of his Marvels. I've read tiny bits of his Marvel stuff, but I think he did Immortal Hulk and Uncanny Avengers, maybe. He did a bunch of stuff.
I know, because Rob Williams has been doing Suicide Squad, and I dig all things Rob Williams, and I'd like to give that a go. His Rob Williams Punisher story about set in Wales, did you ever read that one?
Yeah.
It's part of this great tradition of, like, I think Wagner and Grant did a Punisher story set in Scotland, and I think Mills did one in England.
Because that's it's like some old buddy.
Yeah, do you remember Yorkie from Ennis Comics? Like, his son is killed on the Brecon Beacons.
Yeah,
it's fucking great.
Okay. I'm not saying anymore.
Okay.
Stephen Allen says, how soon until we get on, boss? Because the president in Zombo was a goddamn prediction and a half by Al Ewing.
What was that? I missed that, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that, Ellie? Can you repeat?
How soon until we get on, boss? Because the president in Zombo was a goddamn prediction and a half by Al Ewing.
That is completely right.
That's absolutely true.
President Trump. He had President Trump back in
2005
or
maybe
7 or 8. Yeah.
Fucking Zombo, man, is so good. How can we not talk about Zombo? Steve Allen's on it. Zombo is one of the best original 2000 characters ever. Easy. Those are fucking hilarious.
4 Marvel films: Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, 4 TV shows: WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, and possibly Miss Marvel by this year.
Nuts. It's madness. Oh, mate. Oh, I'm dead again. No, my God.
It's alright, we're right at the end. Right at the end, everybody.
Yeah, no, that is going to be crazy if all those films come out.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to...
Well, TV series definitely will.
They're going to split the difference with streaming.
No, definitely. Well, yeah, if you want to do an advert for a lovely cinema.
Yeah, tell us about your cinema, really.
Broadway Cinema, Electric Garden City, come one, come all.
Filming location of?
The World's End.
Yeah. Beautiful. I've only seen it from the outside still, because I did want to come and watch a movie there. It's only down the road.
Come and see us.
Yeah, I'd really want to, I know. It's just all this COVID madness.
Gordon would faint.
Ah!
He would.
Gordon's alive?
Gordon's
alive. He is, yeah.
I mean, you know, this is one of these points in history where that could have been a genuinely distasteful comment.
Yeah, no, that could have gone a really bad way.
Yeah, well, actually, no, on Friday.
By the way, what kind of fucking deer has Mr. X been killing? Because they must be 12 foot tall.
Yes, because we'll see how tall he is in a moment.
Those heads are enormous.
And he would have done it with his Tommy gun. That's
like the top third of my body is the size of one of those deer heads.
Right, we've got to fuck up Shiver. Fucking cunt.
Yeah.
This game is so
Like
well.
a face-off remake with Tom Cruise as Salvatore and Keanu Reeves as Sean Archer.
You see,
You don't
I
replace the rage cage.
that's a very good point. If it's Keanu Reeves and Nicolas Cage, I would love the shit out of that. It's my
Sam
hatred.
Montgomery's giving you £5.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Sam.
thank
God
you very
bless.
much, Sam. Very kind of you. We'll put that into our pitch for the Rage Cage and Keanu Reeves.
The cage and the Reeves.
Face off the facening. Or die face off die.
Yes.
So I guess Nicolas Cage has to be called face off now.
Face off 2, the return of Duran.
Okay, Keanu Reeves plays Duran. We've never referenced in Face Off.
No, and it turns out Face Off was in the Darkman universe this whole time.
I've had to do a continue. Like
Oh, he's back as Zan. Man's back as Zan.
Yeah, I'm the Zan man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to continue in a minute as well, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Anyone need a Zan? Here I am.
Time to lend a Zan.
Here I am, Mosier man. Oh, how does that song go again? Remember, if you order the fries.
Go on, Ivan.
Hmm?
Go on, you were talking.
Oh, no, not at all. I was waffling about Simpsons nonsense.
They're used to that on this channel, it's fine.
I'm Snorlax. Richard, have you seen a Russian group of developers are making an isometric Mega Drive remake of Resident Evil 1?
Who are?
Russian group of developers.
Oh, sweet. Send a link on Patreon or something.
BioEvil, that sounds isometric.
I'm totally down for that.
That sounds really
sounds
cool.
fucking great. Dude, I'm Snorlax. He's fucking so good with the gaming knowledge, like always. Yeah, awesome, fantastic. I have got properly old school Resident Evil 1 for the retro console that I got, because again I've just been playing the bloody remake for years, the GameCube remake, which I've also got on PC, which you really pay the original. Bastard.
Fuck you, Mr. X.
Was
Take
Resident
that.
Evil a Mega Drive game?
It was PlayStation.
Plastation, yeah. They tried to port it to the Game Boy Color, which is a really insanely ambitious thing to do.
That sounds deeply insanely ambitious.
Yeah, they did. It's mad because it was like not. It was the 3D thing. The prototype leaked. They never released it, but yeah, this insanely ambitious project. It was kind of great. You've got to sort of love them for that. I was kind of hoping it's going to make this out for my parents quite anyway.
Oh, Mr. X still has so much bloody health. He's bloody X.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, scheiße.
Yes, pick him up.
Get him in the middle.
Go on. Yeah,
There you go. Take that.
Shit, there he goes. I'm dead. Right, time to just be a character. Let's be Blaze. Blaze.
There we go. Take that. Power up.
I'm just going to use all of my specials because the game's nearly over. So
Mr. X, you complete schmuck.
Has the theme been decided for the next watch party yet?
No, not yet. We nearly came up with it. I said pandemic films, but don't wasn't going for it.
Would it just be Birdemic?
It's just better. Oh, they never get done with pandemic, and it's nearly what it is.
We have money from Sean Northridge.
Oh, cheers, Sean.
Mm.
As experts on dictatorships and communism as our glorious Val Verde leaders, how do you rate the attempted coup in the US? Yeah.
We stayed up and watched the villain in the US, didn't we?
We did. We did indeed.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
Ivan said, because we were sat around drinking, Ivan said, this is like watching a good election.
Yeah.
Live political drama. Like,
Yeah, and also I would say as a coup, it was rubbish. And what I was saying, like to Richard at the time, is like, obviously, everything that happened is awful and horrible. 5 people died. It's crazy. However, it's hard to even call it a coup because it's a bunch of dumb cop idiots. all they're doing is breaking into a building. They have no idea what they're going to do.
No.
So you have fucking Jamiroquai running around. You know, there's no sense of kind of organised political action. It's just a bunch of privileged boomers kind of waving flags around.
I think the worst case scenario is that they'll get shot. It's not like, what were they going to do? Sit in the throne and someone go, well, I guess you're in charge.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
Fucking...
So it's preposterous that it happened. You know, the idea that a bunch of people would be able to break into the
Just
Capitol
throw them
building.
under the bus now anyway.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, also, Trump enacted a law that,
10 years for damaging federal property.
That's right.
So all
So,
these
yeah.
people...
It's a lot of people going to jail then, I guess.
It seems
That's
so. And I prefer that rather than calling all of them domestic terrorists and, you know, chucking them in for life. Because it's like, if they all get 10 years for being a complete arsehole for a day, hopefully that'll... You know, they won't be treated like heroes. They'll just be treated like sucker criminals, which is what the action they did deserves. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. My virtual soapbox.
No, it's good.
We're going to... So this went longer than I thought, but we'll probably stay till 10 or perhaps a bit after that, so I just playing a little bit of retro stuff. Because we don't want to be on too late tonight. But I'll skip this, we'll check our score. We're going to cut to a quick intermission in a sec, and I'm going to hook up the retro console so we can do that. And there's a different background, everyone. How exciting. It's a different background because it's 4x3. And
Look at all the cash we got.
look at us high rolling.
Sweet, sweet cash.
Some high rolling fuckers, man.
Yeah, big money boys.
I like this. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo.
I'll see if I can get on my phone.
We're halfway through nearly. This is the music that would normally play, you see, on the screens of Rage. Look at that bastard, look at him go. He seems much easier on Remake.
Let's see. Oh no, it's Streets of Rage 1. What I'll have to do.
I quite like that. So.
Yeah, pretty cool.
The mighty Yuzo Kojiro.
Look at that, the Zan Man.
The Zan Man!
Punching Mr. X. But he won the use of the letter X, and you know.
I think you got most of the final hits. Oh shit, I did better on my last try.
Oh.
But you did better on this try.
Well, I think we atoned for getting a game over last time we played this.
That can't be. I still can't believe it.
Yeah, Richard doesn't believe that.
Well, no, I'm joking because you're
Richard's
saying
fair.
to me it happened, but I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's because that's never happened to us apart from until now the only time we'd broadcast us playing it, and then we did shit. But we've atoned for our sins.
Well, I'm going to cut to the intermission so I can hook up the console. So if you guys just hang out in the chat for a second, we're just going to cut to a screen with a bit of music, and we'll be about 5 minutes while I set that up.
Brilliant. See you in a bit, everyone.
See you in a bit. We're back.
And we're live.
We're back. I hope that wasn't a
Hello.
hot mic. That'd be embarrassing. So
We've got the cool boys and girls.
I'm a bit worried we're getting a bit of echo there. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to play with sound because we're getting a bit of feedback there.
Okay, we're having a little bit of sound doodling, everyone. Hope you're all well. We saw that Adrian has left the chat. See you later, Adrian. Nice to have you on board. Hope all the rest of you have been doing okay. Let me see.
That should have cracked it, I think.
We've got sound alrighty.
Ellie, can you give me a sound check real quick?
Hello.
There she is. Okay, this should work now. So this is RetroPie. So if you've seen it on my Instagram, I've been recording a video about it that I'm going to release to Patreon and the channel of how I built it. So Ivan got me a dead NES for Christmas.
Bless him.
And then, yeah, very good, because we've been talking about retro console stuff for ages. So I took the NES, I sanded it down, I painted it black. I put a ZX Spectrum Rainbow on it. It's got Raspberry Pi in it, and it has a hardwired HDMI out and power out, and it boots straight into this Raspberry Pi console. So I can just flick through and go to all the ROMs. I still got some stuff to sort out software side, but in terms of the 16 bits, it's running well. Actually, 16-bit and down is running well. Arcade, I haven't quite cracked that. We're still working on it. Amiga, I haven't quite cracked. SNES and Mega Drive, fine. Genesis, fine. PlayStation, we've got some PlayStation going on. We were playing some Tony Hawk. If we ever stream Tony Hawk, we have to turn the music off because we'll get shut down by the copyright goblins. So Ivan has said a bit of Road Rash, Road Rash 2.
Yeah.
Which I'm well down for.
And I guess if anyone in the chat has any two-player games they want us to play, we may have them.
Yeah, I've got a nice selection at the moment of. So what I did was I took all of my retro games and I dumped the ROMs onto the RetroPie, all the games I own. So let's go with a bit of Road Rash. You've got this nice interface here. It's a bit cut off, guys, because I've formatted it to 4:3 to accommodate the game in the little box that you see there. Ellie, when we go in, if you just watch the chat for me, if anybody says that the game sound is too loud or too quiet, tell me and I can make an adjustment from OBS. We're a bit over, so we'll go maybe till 10:15, 10:30, and then
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Road Rash 2.
Road Rash.
We haven't streamed. I did a pre-recorded Let's Play of Road Redemption, but we haven't streamed Road Redemption yet. We should probably do that.
Yeah.
That's a kind of modern, unofficial Road Rash game. Nope, that's not how the alphabet works, Richard. But
Man, the alphabet is a complete ball bag.
I hate it. Does give you this every time you boot it wrong, which I'm not mad about. You probably can take out with code. I would like to say I've done some coding, but I haven't. I've cut and pasted other people's code into. Okay, that might be a little bit off. I might adjust the window a bit, but.
Well, I think Road Rash is a good game for it because it's all down the middle.
Yes.
There's no side action.
Oh, there we go. I've got it. Okay. Cool. So a bit of Road Rash 2. Let's do it. It just occurred to me we're going to have to take.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, that was my TV. Like, Ivan, we're going to have to back on one so it doesn't feedback too much.
Yeah.
And guys, if that sound is horribly feeding back, do tell us. Set player mode, I think?
Yeah, I've put it on 2 players split
good.
screen.
Oh, set names.
Set names. Okay.
It's going to take 9 hours to do this, isn't it?
Damn. Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh, you do both. What is this? Certain multiplayer games I've found are a bit of a trip. It's like, I swear to Christ, this was easier 25 years ago, but perhaps not.
Oh, no. Okay. Gonna try and be as quick as I can, and when I say quick, I mean really slow.
Which is a type of quick from a certain point of view. Shut up, everyone, you like cunt.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone keep being excited. But the future is 2021.
That kind of spun me out a bit because when you record sample videos from OBS, it just gives you the date and time. And today I was recording tests for this, and it was like 2021. I was like, 2020 didn't seem as spooky as 2021 is when straight-to-video films are set. 2020, not so much. Keeping in mind the events of the future war we see at the start of the Terminator will occur in 8 years' time.
No.
Just
Okay, let's see.
Michael Kingston appears to have already sent us the Mega Drive Resident Evil isometric thing.
Oh,
and
wow.
if that's a ROM, we can play it on this system, which is pretty exciting.
That would be very cool.
Did you give me a name?
Yeah.
Excellent. I didn't see it, which is so good. All right, cool. Right, how to control.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, which one am I?
You're the top one, surely.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh fuck.
There we go. So yeah, if you haven't played Road Rash before, people, Road Rash is a game about illegal bike racing.
Doo-doo.
And
you know those
the
races
best thing
where-
about illegal bike racing is you can punch and kick everyone.
And sometimes hit him in the head with a big chain.
Oh yeah.
If you're feeling that vibe. Oh, fucking hell. I swear to God, I gave this a little whiz and I was like, yes, I remember how to play Road Rash, and I'm just going like, woo, all over the fucking road.
And there's everyone's most hated characters, people like Viper, Public Enemy #1, Lawson or Law.
I can't remember. I remember, Ivan's off his bike.
I think you'll find my name is Kayfabe0.
Oh, nice, and I'm Ploops P1. Yeah, good old Ploops, named after the famous illegal road racer Ploops P1. The android road racer. Fucking hell, Richard, hit the brakes more. Jesus Christ.
I'm in 13th bloody place. Oh,
Level 1. Fuck me, God. Jesus. Fucking hell. I tell you what as well, the other thing I found is, so normalised playing split screen on old games. Really does have mad frame rate issues, weirdly. It's like, I haven't done it, because I know, like, I've done a bunch of GoldenEye on a PC where you just use hardware acceleration and run it at 1080p and stuff. Right. If you play like actual GoldenEye on an N64 with 4 players, it runs at about 9 frames a second, and everybody's like, it's 4:3 as well. So you're looking at a fucking screen the size of a bit of ravioli.
Have you guys watched Parasite yet? You watched it yesterday.
You watched Parasite, didn't you?
Delightful.
Yeah, I did watch it a few weeks back. Yeah, it's really
that
cool.
That did so well at our place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that got. Sorry, I did a bit of a sex noise. I just kind of went. And I assure you, I got no gratification from barely making a corner in a 25-year-old video game. But if I did, don't shame me.
Okay, I might have kind of made a sex noise as well. Yeah, Parasite's awesome. I was, the few films of his, director Bong's films I've seen are really great.
He's a cool fucker, man. I'm well behind it. I do need to watch Parasite desperately. I'm really bad at watching new films that everyone's talking about, which, considering what I do on the internet for money, I should really be better at that.
But yeah, I'll be happy to watch it again if you do want to chuck it on sometime.
I do, but I'd rather just do 12 videos about Dead Heat.
Oh, why not?
Or fucking. I saw Floyd was watching. Floyd was on Twitter saying he was watching Joel Schumacher.
Yeah.
Taxi.
Oh, fantastic!
He just posted. He said, "I'm watching this movie," and he posted a shot of a cab. Did you watch it with your daughter, Floyd? Because I know you watch a lot of stuff with your daughter. Because I kind of think it's sort of.
And
filthy.
did you enjoy it?
Yes. Did you enjoy it? Because it's a bit sort of filthy, but it's way inside parameters of kind of 80s wrongness, I think.
Yeah. There aren't any boobs, I don't think.
I don't think so. It's quite sweary.
Which for the 80s makes it like a U.
yeah, exactly right. Well, fucking Ellie, you've seen Omega Man, right? You've seen Omega Man, the Charlton Heston. Yeah, you've seen that?
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah, that's a PG. I had a VHS, and there's a bit where the girl he's with, she just, I think she does a full Life of Brian, just walks out when they wakes up the next day, it, like got a bush out and everything.
Oh my word!
There we go, Public Enemy #1.
She's a Bajoran. I have no idea. It's Kira Nerys.
In fact, talking about celebrities, Judas of Iscariot. I've met Judas of Iscariot from Life of Brian.
Oh, I thought you meant you'd met Judas of Iscariot.
Sorry, Judith of Iscariot.
Judith of Iscariot. Yeah, because she was the mayor of Abba, right?
Yeah, she's the mayor of Aberystwyth. It accused me of fly tipping outside my own house, which is insane.
It's the best. Well, that's where I would fly tip.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm not rubbishing there.
Should we
it's
go to
probably
the
the crackheads who are buying crack outside the house.
No, if you want to get away with it, you just drop it outside your own house. I don't know how this works.
I don't think we have any money for
after the first race. That's
Look,
madness, isn't it?
ploops, B1.
Hey, look, I'm just a...
seen Auntie Donna on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Cup
Lot
of
of
Morning
fun.
Brown. I also watched, after that, we watched I Think You Should Leave, the sketch show with the hot dogs car. Is it that fucking awesome? I know you have to select the track.
Yeah, no, why?
Oh, it just was all green, so I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, they're all great.
Good.
Apart from Nevada, or whatever it is.
So what we did do once was, because Road Redemption, like I say, it's a kind of modern, unofficial road rash game. Really, really good. It, particularly for the price and stuff. Me and Ivan played tons of that, and sometimes we would put the Road Rash 2 soundtrack on instead of the soundtrack provided and play like that. I didn't punch anyone. It's harder to punch people than you think because you need to match their speeds, and it's like it's down and attack to kick,
Yeah.
and then just punch.
Side
to
and
punch.
attack for punch, and if you're really close, you can headbutt.
Yes, and they punch to the nearest rider, so you don't choose the direction. I don't think. Oh, off he goes.
But yeah, Auntie Donna, lot of fun.
So good.
Yeah,
So
good zany comedy.
Well, they because they were kind of a YouTube thing first, and we watch in this house we watch Mr. Sunday Movies, which is a great channel. And they did Miss Sunday Movies as a Miss Sunday Movies in Mesa have a thing called Caravan of Garbage, and the Auntie Donna boys were on that show. And that's a show we kind of really rate. And it was like, oh, we got this thing on Netflix, and it was like, well, fuck yes, I'm watching that. And it has great random celebrity cameos in it as well. Particularly Egg Helm was a good one.
Dylan says he didn't watch it with his daughter. He said he really liked it. It's a wannabe National Lampoon with the bizarre humour, but also wants to be kid-friendly with Mr. T.
Yeah.
It would have worked better if they dropped Mr. T.
Oh,
Right,
no
Ellie,
way.
could you just
No dice.
if you find Floyd's name in the chat and click on the little 3 buttons, you can ban him from there. Also block him on Twitter.
Dan says he's Ivan Will.
Actually report him on Twitter.
Could you report him to the police, Ellie? Please?
I can. I have my phone.
Only
But
playing
Mr. T
Floyd.
hates.
Only playing Floyd. But seriously, Ellie, ban
Okay. I've had my orders.
him. I gotta say, Floyd.
Spoken like a true Val Verde. Yeah.
That's it. Exactly, totally on brand. I am absolutely shitting the fucking bed here. By the way, I can choose where I run, but your man just homes in on the bike, so
Yeah.
doing any manual running is deeply insane and very ill-advised.
Okay.
Well, one of the things at the time was because something I found out after I made my video was that when I was getting the thumbnail together, like it's a Drew Struzan poster, and it's so the poster of Mr. T because of the poster is a big picture of Mr. T and the rest of the cast. And it's a Drew Struzan poster, and I found this beautiful piece of untouched Drew Struzan artwork on Google Images that I could then put the Val Verde logo, I think, on the cab instead of DC Cab, and that was my thumbnail.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of cool. But I didn't know it was a Drew Struzan thing, and I found the kind of clean art in a high-res PNG, and it's gorgeous. But we both come from the same families. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful poster. And anyway, my point being, to kind of mitigate Floyd's ban, is that lots of people... The feeling at the time was that, and I didn't really talk about this in the vid, was that people felt misled with the prominence of Mr. T because they thought it was like a Mr. T movie. And it's not fair to say he's barely in it because it's an ensemble cast.
So they just used him to sell it.
They used him to sell it, and he's a big part of like this ensemble cast.
Yeah.
And in the UK, the film was called Street Fleet because people thought, yeah, DC Cab makes no sense. Let's make a pun about newspaper publishing in a country the film isn't set. That'll do well. Because no English person could possibly understand what DC Cab could mean.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Actually, that vaguely reminds me of I heard Alexis Ale being interviewed recently, and he was talking about some film he did in, I think, the 90s. I forget what it was called. I'll see if I can find it. But essentially, he was playing like a taxi cab driver, and it had Gabriel Byrne and a load of other people in it, and it's some sort of kind of arty film. I think it might have been French. But by the time it was being released, all of the people had asked that their name wasn't on the poster.
Ooh,
so Alexi Sale, being a cab driver in like one scene, got top billing.
Oh, good.
amazing.
Doug says my dad only ever played one game in his whole life, and it was Road Rash 2. He was always annoyed when I came home and playing with my friends again, as he had to stop playing. The Mega Drive was in my room.
That sounds like a cool dad.
I just came 12th. race.
Hey,
Do you know what? Because I got my finger on the accelerator and the punch, and I should really have my finger on the accelerator and the brake, because you barely punch, but you really should brake.
yeah,
It seems to be.
it's a lot of getting off that. Indeed.
Right, I'm going to go to Tennessee next.
Yeah, cool.
James asks, favourite Mr. Sunday Movies episode.
Oh, I don't know.
Because
Because it's weekly content, I lose track.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember when they did they got something to animate that old Wolfgang Peterson Batman vs Superman script? That's properly classic Mr. Sunday.
that is some great business.
Yeah, so it's hard to say with those guys because they do so much stuff.
Yeah, you know, I love a review of a bad movie, and they've done a lot of them. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just enjoy it as a nice kind of regular, familiar face.
Exactly.
It's like, oh.
That's one of the channels where when a Sunday Movies vid comes on, and they're nice sort of 10 to 20 minute vids, and when they come on, they get watched immediately. They're ones that either they get watched immediately, or it's something I'll go like, dude, if you watch that, should we watch it together on the telly? You know what I mean? Because like they're just fucking, we're such a fucking married couple, but it's something that I'm just always happy to watch. Those guys are so good, and do you know what? Like they're just really fucking funny, and they've got this great easy chemistry.
Yeah.
Like they deserve every bit of success they have. Those guys, like they just seem like nice dudes.
Really high energy, funny, good chemistry. Yeah, good boys, and yeah, they must be doing all right.
I would have thought so, because they got over 1 million subs. I think like because part of their thing is like it's always Meso takes it a bit too far, and Sunday has to like rope it back in again like all the time. It's literally lovely.
I forgot to block Dylan and he's back.
Poor Dylan.
Richard, if they dropped Mr. T, then I think it would have been a more risque film. Mr. T didn't ruin the film, he was funny and being his typical self. He is amazing and a bit scary and rocky free.
Okay, only call the local police, not the Met, I think.
That's all right.
Oh, boy.
You didn't mention how awesome his Pringle sweater was.
Yes.
So you get marked down for that.
That's the Mr. T Alan Partridge crossover. my auntie, my mum's sister, my auntie used to work for Pringle in Galashiels before they closed the factory.
Went into the crisp business.
That's it, yeah. They turned all the wool into discs of potato.
Oh, I nicked someone's billy club.
Oh, nice. Yeah, if you punch someone with
Lawson.
a weapon...
I hate Lawson.
If you punch someone with a weapon, you get their weapon. And it makes you a more destructive force. It's quite difficult to land a punch. You do sort of have to go out of your way to fight. You have to sort of match speed with someone. Other old cunts might remember, also by EA, there's a game called Skitching, which was kind of like a skin version of this, but it did control different stuff, where you play as rollerbladers, and what you do is, so you see the cars in this, you grab the back of the car, and you get momentum for the back of the car, and you race in exactly the same way, and you still punch and stuff. Did you play Skitching particularly?
I was never much of a skitcher.
Never much of a Well, they never made any more of them. I liked Skitching a lot. We had a copy, and I used to... because we inherited like a big box of Mega Drive stuff from a rich kid who got a PlayStation or whatever, which is pretty sweet actually. We got a Japanese copy of Bare Knuckle 3, which was great. Which is it's the Japanese title for the Streets of Rage series. Also, if you wanted to play Japanese cartridges on a PAL or a European Mega Drive, you just had to literally cut a bit of plastic off the console port and they just run. There was no actual sort of software. Oh, I just punched someone off. There was no software or electronic lockout at all. You just had to literally mechanically alter the console. So there's a few... I think our Japanese cart was... because that guy's dad used to import Japanese carts. Like, he was well into his Mega Drive shit.
It'd be worth some money.
Yeah, well, we gave them to Callum. I don't know what happened to him. Like all things, like all the toys that weren't expensive at the time but of game value, we ruined them. Came first that time.
And some people would say me hating an NPC from a game that's nearly 30 years old is petty, but they're idiots.
I mean, I would.
I came third. Came 0 for the third.
I mean, what would you need to know? Do you know, so on this, because I think there's like a cheat name you put in, but like, do you remember the top bike, the black motorbike with the nitro? Because this game has nitro boosts.
Yeah.
I'm playing it right now. I'm like, what button does that? Like, what? I guess it must be up and down on the D-pad. I don't know. It's like,
I think maybe double tap. That's what
yes.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, Roz. I liked Roz. Yeah.
Ivan's got beef. How about a little bit
switcheroo? Yeah, switcheroo.
Play some micro machines. We don't have to do another racer.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're player one.
No.
So hold
I'll
down
tell
the
you what,
Xbox button and
you
press.
go for it.
Oh, okay, I'll sort that.
Yeah.
Either that or
Ooh.
something wonky's happening. Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, Stephen
Nevada.
Allen says the Queen in Auntie Donna is Tawny Newsom, who plays Mariner in Lower Decks. So yes.
Oh really? Oh, I love the fucking Queen. It was so good. Have you? Did you say you watched Donnie Donna, Ellie?
I haven't. No. This
Dude,
is,
honestly, you're
Stephen
gonna have a
Allen.
blast. You will have a
Good.
blast watching that. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's, you know, not wanting to be too reductive and saying it's like other things, but it's got a bit of a kind of Mighty Boosh vibe and a bit
Ooh.
of a kind of Vic and Bob
Moss
type.
Foxes.
No crack
Crack,
foxes.
yeah.
Anyway.
Crack, but yeah, it's hard to place. I take because it does the Monty Python Mr. Show thing of being a stream of consciousness. It's not really compartmentalized sketches. It just runs. So you've got half hour of just sort of loosely connected madness. But yeah, hard to describe. But Mighty Boosh is a good shout. You know, Vic and Bob. It's just fucking funny. It's really
Did you
funny.
two ever watch Mongrels?
What was Mongrels?
It's like the Muppets, but it's road.
That was on
Animals.
BBC Three or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on BBC Three. Yeah.
They cancelled it after 2 series. I'm still sad.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, I forget. I think Dan Altopolsky might have done a voice, and yeah, because it was a lot of kind of stand-up comics and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so funny.
my memory of it is really vague, but I remember enjoying it. Because were they meant to be from like an animal testing place, and they got out? Or...
No, that's the one. That's the
one
Steve
episode.
Coogan, Simon Pegg one that's animated, the Peter Bainham thing.
Okay.
I Am Not an Animal.
Okay.
That was their sketch from Animal Testing,
yeah.
which was also quite good.
But
This
there's
is
one.
set in like a pub's yard. There's
Yeah.
a fox, an Afghan dog, a pigeon,
Isn't
a
there a
homicidal
bulldog?
fox. It's really funny.
Yes, that got loads of truck on YouTube. I
Yeah.
think.
No, I
Yeah.
remember that being good. Yeah.
Really funny.
In the good old, when BBC Three did lots of experimental
Yeah.
comedy stuff.
True.
So on SNES we have Micro Machines 1 and 2.
Mm.
On Mega Drive, we have Micro Machines 1 and 2, but also Micro Machines Military, where we can like shoot at each other. We could do Bomberman if you wanted.
Well, if anyone in the chat has a preference for any of them,
Let's play
make
Might and Magic
yourselves know.
Gates to Another World. That's
Might and,
that Lord of the Rings
I'll
game.
enjoy Might and Magic more than you will.
a one-player card-based fantasy game.
Adam Miller, that's right. Yep.
I'm thinking.
Mongrels was Adam Miller.
I'm thinking Micro Machines. What else did I say? Some kind of Micro Machines was my vote, I think.
Okay, go for military.
Okay, so it's the same setup, but you can shoot a gun at each other.
Shooter guns.
We've played a lot of Micro Machines in this house, and it gets a bit sweary.
We should,
From me, like not from Ivan because he's winning.
we should be able to be a hovercraft at some point.
I dipped into this the other day. Just a quick look, but
I'm hoping now Brexit's over.
That's
I'm
supposed to
hoping
stop
we
by
can be the hovercraft economy Britain always should have been.
the hovercraft economy we were covered. We were promised.
Eric says Micro Machines version 3 on PS1 was great.
Yes.
We do have that ROM. It's just not installed at the moment.
Cool, cool.
Dylan's at it again. Do you have a wrong game of Highlander?
Was there a Highlander game?
Yeah,
Yes, there
they're
must be.
probably.
I'm not going to be
some sort of-
Spider. The Micro Machines characters are famous. I should have Violet Berlin somewhere. Or is she not in this one? Yes, I'm going to be Violet Berlin. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm worried the John Wayne guy isn't going to be in it.
He must be in the military one. I'm going to be Doctor... I'm not going to have enough letters because it's an old name.
Dr. Ploops?
Dr. Skench.
Dr. Skin.
No, Dr. Skay. Okay, it's like Dr. Dre.
Dr. Scar.
Oh. No, I don't like that.
Jeremy? I don't know.
Stephen says yes, there were numerous Highlander games, all of them as good as Highlander 2.
Hey.
Fair dues. I thought he was going to say it's good as the first film and we'd have a problem, but he's just like, no.
I think you might need to press start.
Did you just up and down your...
Yeah, I've
Press
upped and
A.
down, but I've pressed every single button and it's not. Oh,
What did you press?
I pressed like right trigger
Okay.
This
Okay,
could be
I'm
interesting.
backing out of this. I'm backing out of this. Let's just do Micro Machines 2.
Okay. Road Rash 2. That's some great music. Ooh, an Afterglow gamepad.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot sexier than basic Xbox.
This is the Afterglow pad. That is also technically an Afterglow pad, but for some reason on a software level it's not.
Yeah, it just gets called basic Xbox, which is rude as far as I'm
Rude.
concerned.
I'm still going to be Violet Balloon. Shin, the second one, she must be there. She's wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put bum. Sorry, Violet, you're a legend, but I'm intellectually bankrupt, so.
Okay.
Benny Legend says, turned out Dr. Dre wasn't a real doctor.
Is that a distasteful comment about his brain aneurysm?
Doctors can get brain aneurysms too.
Physician, heal thyself.
Okay, so... okay, my controls might be interesting.
But they were fine for Road Rash.
Yeah, I don't know. So A seems to be right trigger,
Okay.
which could work to my benefit with my
in a driving game.
Yeah.
There you get on.
Rob Meyer says,
Was your
notification
A
for
button
the
start
stream.
or something?
Oh,
My right trigger start, yeah, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, yeah, okay.
Fuck.
Okay, sorry, what were you saying, Ellie?
Rob Myers says, I clicked the notification for the stream and Alan Partridge started playing randomly.
What?
Good. The red car and the blue car had race. Oh, the red car did was stuff his face.
I love
Milky
that
Way.
advert.
A great advert, and
It's
they
lovely
They
animation.
revived it. Yeah, really nice
Yeah.
animation.
What?
I don't know if Nicky's still here, but he probably has some background on who animated that because he's like this animation hyper brain.
Damn.
Fucking hell! I looked at one part. Oh my god, this game.
Spider's gonna do it.
What I do like about this, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, is that because of that kind of point system, this can become this horribly epic battle trying to wrestle back the traffic lights.
Yeah, it could be a never-ending fight between might and right.
Ivan hates tubes. Ivan is Mike.
Shoo!
Tubes. Bonus bum.
Benny says, it was a distasteful comment, I'm going to sin bin myself.
No, don't do that, Benny. Don't do that,
At
Benny.
all.
I'm the one that made it distasteful.
Oh,
Oh, shit house. Fucking hell.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see that because fuck, that military one wasn't developed by Codemasters, and you know, no, it seemed to have. I didn't see the Codemasters logo, and that gave me pause. Hey, all the blue car did was stuff his face. It's not the lyrics, but it applies now.
Oh no!
Yes, mate. Just look at this good skill.
I want a Milky Way now.
Milky Ways are the shit, though, aren't they? I fucking love them.
Yeah,
Do you remember Milky Way used to be sort of brown in the middle and not white?
just, yeah.
And it was like a
And
whole thing. It's
bigger.
like,
That's called having
Yeah.
an older brother.
go on. Oh, you're saying that someone put it in their rectum. Why was I reversing? What the fuck, man?
I don't remember a brown bit in the middle.
No, it didn't have a brown, but it was all like the white nougat was brown.
Oh,
once.
okay, yeah.
And when it changed, they made a whole thing about it. It was kind of like, oh no, it's slightly whiter, and it's like, okay, it's sort of like there isn't a problem here, but we're just telling you it's changed. So, okay, well, did you have rat poison in it or poo
Yeah.
or rat?
Dan says, there was a Highlander PS2 game that was cancelled just before release. It looks pretty good from the leaked footage.
But it didn't. Sorry, Dan. Yeah, that's interesting to me because that's sort of like that glut of Evil Dead game and whatever, like Warriors game. We got that new Evil Dead game coming. Bruce Campbell, because Bruce swore off doing Ash again, but I guess they just rode the dump truck of money up to his house. In which case, fair fucking play to you, mate.
Yeah. It's got to
Worms has
pay.
yet to find out who made the advert.
Ah, look at him, he's on it. He's a fucking dude. Dude's a ninja for animation stuff. Ah, this is quite a tight level.
We've got one lap.
Oh, shit house. We've done one. I was one up left. You mean?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Eric says Circuit Breakers was a good Micro Machines clone on PS1.
Ooh.
Oh, I never heard that.
On
Heard that.
PS1. shit.
Yeah, latest dickhead. Bonus bum. Never not funny. Also, I'm kind of feeling that I haven't learned the layout, so like it's constantly a surprise. Oh fuck! Ah, you bastard.
Go. Ooh, 1 point. Match point.
Match point.
Yeah. Spider done a job.
Spider done a job. Yep, fair play.
He's got weird white 5 o'clock shadow.
I find that quite odd. That is odd.
It makes you think: is he dyeing his hair a la 80s Columbo?
Yes. Or modern day Schwarzenegger. Okay.
No,
okay, we can just go through. Oh, but these get really because there's so many different vehicles. I'm happy to do the Jeeps. That feels like it'd be a bit because the fast ones are so
hard.
hard.
The Formula One and stuff. Boy.
So I reckon one more round of this and a quick bit of Bomberman before we go off.
Ooh, Bomberman,
Yeah.
good shout. Good shout. Look at that. Cheap. Cheap
The red
trick.
car and the blue car had a race.
What was that?
I just coughing, and also doing a sex noise.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it's so hard and horrible, and I hate it.
It's quite a nasty level, isn't
I feel like the first game's a bit more forgiving. Or did I just do I only remember playing it drunk?
it? I'm in trouble.
We definitely had that. We had a pretty hardcore emulation phase when we played all these games a bunch.
Well, that's the thing, because there are so many.
I deserved that.
Because there are so many versions of Micro Machines, you can play one a huge amount and then play another one, and it feels completely different.
Such a genius game as well.
It's brilliant.
Such a genius game. I mean,
And there's no reason this game should be good. This
No,
could be
absolutely not.
one of the worst games ever.
well, it's kind of like the Lego movie of games. You know, there's no there's no reason for this to be this good, and it's a nice kind of British developed game as well. You know, good old Cody's at the height of their powers. Because even that, like, I got a bit cocky and swerved off. I could have just died as well, and then that'd be that. Ooh, fuck.
Like, oh, interesting.
What was that?
I'm not telling you.
Too bad I won.
Mario Kart for 2-player for a good racing game.
What's that?
Stephen Allen says Super Mario Kart for 2-player for a good racing game.
Well, yeah, we did talk about because we were playing Mario 64 last night, and we got SNES Mario Kart as well.
I reckon a bit Bomberman. We could do Mario
Yeah,
Kart
but
some other time.
we do Mario Kart at the time because that's 2 Mega Drive racing games back to back, and it seems like there's more variety to be had. So we could play Bomberman on NES, which I think to mix it up a bit. That's a very basic Bomberman 2
Yeah, Bomberman 2.
on
Good
NES.
shout.
Okay, so we're going to play Bomberman 2 on NES, and Ivan and I don't really play much NES. And NES never really got much traction in the UK, so it's not something that most British people are au fait with. Super Nintendo, surely, yeah, SNES, like that was all over the place.
No, sorry, generic Xbox controller, not basic.
You generic bitch.
Alistair asks what controller are you using for this system?
So it's just it takes any USB and it also takes any Bluetooth. So we have got a wired Xbox 360 pad and a wired Xbox One pad, but you can Bluetooth your Xbox One pads. You can Bluetooth an 8-bit DOE pad. Anything Bluetooth works, which is really nice. But I've hooked up a USB hub to the NES flap. Is this going to be straight? Are you controlling?
Yeah.
I do
quite like these Bomberman. They're quite chunky. Oh shit! I've killed myself.
Oh, it's okay. We can restart, or can we?
Yeah, it's trying to figure out what button was what. And I was
you want to restart?
I've died. We've got one round. That's all sorted.
Okay. Yeah, I do
Look
like.
at the little chunky boys. There.
I generally must say, I find NES games quite ugly. But this, not so much. This is the lovely
quite
kind of
nice.
basic colours and stuff. It looks good. Like, because NES games is just a cavalcade of brown, and there's someone who grew up with a fucking Amiga, and you know, even Master System games looked better. And you know, Master System got insane traction in Europe in the way the NES just did not.
Oh, Stephen's here.
Oh, hey there, Stephen.
Oi oi, oi oi. He was at the start. Stephen Vogt Saxon.
Yep.
Yeah, he was here at the start. Oi oi,
Was he?
oi. Yeah, I saw him in the chat at the start. Unfortunately, Did not ring Risky Quiz. He blew up a bomb.
Ha ha ha.
Did not win his guest spot on Risky Quizness, but I think we got to have him back to,
I think it was a moral win.
I think perhaps it was. You got bombs out the arse. When did that happen? Fuck you. You got two.
Rob
You blew
says,
one
is
up.
this a Raspberry Pi?
Yes.
It is.
Yep.
Raspberry Pi comes from Cambridge. You should all know.
Nice.
So it's from around here. Oh fuck! And mine is a NES case with, under Ivan's suggestion, it's a ZX Spectrum styled NES case, and the ZX Spectrum is also from Cambridge. And Sinclair Research was based on Willis Road, which is just off Mill Road, which is just up the corner from us.
Oh.
So I like computing history, which makes me cool. Yeah, Ivan just fucked me up. So you always beat me at Bomberman. Actually, to be fair.
Player 2. Big chunky boys.
Look at those chunky boys.
Yeah.
Then he says he had to make do with Amiga 500.
That's what I had.
I was
right.
BBC Micro most of
BBC
my
Micro
childhood.
boy.
Oh.
Program some basic.
Yeah, living in the green.
Yeah, I've told this story before, but I like it. I did a day of prop work on the Bruce Springsteen movie by what's her name, Kapoor, who did Benny Like Beckham. And my job was to program the BBC Micros, and they were according to the Jason who supplied them from Computer History, they were the BBC Micros for me and Ivan's school.
Oh my god.
So I was in it was weird. So the film is set in Luton, and I was somewhere in South London in this secondary school, and the library had been decked out to look like an 80s computer lab. And I was there. I had to write a basic program, so the director needed the screen to say, "This is the journalism newspaper for the teenagers" on the screen, which is not a thing that computer ever would have said.
Are you sure it wasn't a film about press gang?
In the press, it was like that Saved by the Bell expose movie. Oh, you can't imagine that. And I had to, so I was sat there. Yeah, eat it, you fucker. I was in this school in London in 2018 or 2017 that was decked out to look like our school from the 1990s. And then I was programming BASIC on a BBC Micro that came from our school. It was fucking weird. And then I had to set up some... Oh, shit, what's that? So they did a scene with there's a scene with the head teacher of the school where he has like an... let's kill myself straight away. He has an Amstrad... word processor in his office, so I had to set that up to the right program, and then I had to set up a couple of IBM Windows 3.1 PCs as well for a different scene. So they had a lot of retro tech that I did the setup for, which is quite cool, really cool job, obviously, because it's on a film set and it's computers, so I'm happy. But when I set up the computer museum provided me with 2 Windows 3.1 IBMs. And I loaded them up, and I was sat there between texts, I had nothing to do. So I started poking around on DOS, seeing what was on the C drive. And I found Wolfenstein. So I just sat and played Wolfenstein while they didn't need me, during the break.
Killed myself.
And I queued for a coffee behind Sally Phillips. That's true.
Nice.
Sally.
Mad Sally.
The character Sally.
I've got a shiny bit on my face, and you don't. What's that one about? I'm a sweaty boy.
Yes.
Just such a sweaty boy.
My T-zone.
I'm all blackheads. Just a sweaty boy in a spacesuit.
I kind of want one of these chunky boys on a T-shirt.
They're cool, aren't they? It's
yeah.
such a clean bit of pixel work. It's really nice.
Especially for the NES. It's just, I've killed myself. Foolish fool.
Jackson Forder win. Jackson Forder win.
Ryan Swayze88 has just got here. He says, "What's up, BBB?"
Hey, Ryan. How you doing, man?
Sways.
Always see the sways on the stream.
Yeah, what's going on? We played some Street Fighter... Streets of Rage. What's that version called?
So Streets of Rage Remake 5.2.
Remake 5.2. We won.
Yes, we
This is the
did.
important
We
thing.
fucked up Mr. X's Syndicate, that wanker.
Then a bit of Road Rash 2 and a bit of Micro Machines, and now Da Bombs Man.
Oh,
I have 2 questions for you, though.
Oh, shit.
Which is better, Lock Up or Escape Plan?
Lock Up. Lock Up's way better than Escape Plan.
Okay.
Lock Up. I thought you meant Lock Out.
Lock Up.
Yeah, I still think Lock Up's better than Escape Plan. Hey, I won! I done a winning.
Films you guys recently watched that you recommend?
We watched a bunch of stuff over Christmas, but cats. We recommend cats.
No, definitely. I wouldn't.
See, Ivan would normally roll with the joke, but that was the hardest no I've ever had from
It's
you.
just-
Like, no,
I don't blame him.
it's not even funny.
It's not even a film. It really isn't. Because I'm someone who constantly calls films baffling and bewildering, and then I watch Cats, and it's like, I've used this lexicon too much. Now I can't use it for the most apt film ever. It's completely. It doesn't. It is so infuriating. They have a whole song about what a jellicle cat is, and at no point does it make clear what a jellicle cat is or needs.
I
or
would
what.
never see the musical. I don't like musicals, and I particularly don't like Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals because I hate sing talking, and we've talked about this endlessly. And
What do you mean, Richard?
I'm talking about the Webber, the Andrew Lloyd Webber. Like, don't just sing what you're doing. Anyway, yeah, like I said earlier, I don't know the musical Cats. I went to see the film of the musical Cats, or I watched the musical Cats in my living room, and I came out knowing less about the musical Cats. Because like, they just start going on about how they're jellicle cats. It's like, what does that mean? Like, what? Like, is it like West Side Story? Is this the Sharks and the Jets? Because you don't introduce another cat faction, and the jellicle cats have like a dance off once a year because then you get to go to like heaven in a hot air balloon.
And they're all jellicle cats? You seem to have to be a jellicle cat to be in the competition.
And
So
she becomes a
everyone's
jellicle cat by getting thrown into an alleyway,
Yeah.
which is next to Trafalgar Square.
Inevitable!
Inevitable.
The best thing is every time Idris Elba disappears after killing someone, he says something, he goes, inevitable, and then it goes poof. Or he goes, McKivity! And that's brilliant.
That film gave me cancer.
A film I'd recommend, was it called The Hunt?
Yes, yeah.
The Hunt-
Duncan and I talked about it on stream the other night because he just happened to
Good.
have watched it.
Brilliant.
Fucking great movie.
Really great. I really enjoyed that. That was, it's not some sort of kind of high-end think piece.
It lives up to it's very much the RoboCop school of satire.
Yeah.
Absolutely lives up to that kind of.
I'd
I'm
say-
not saying it's that good, but it's.
Well, for me, if someone said you can either watch The Hunt again or Get Out, I'd say I want to watch The Hunt. Because Get Out isn't bad, but I didn't find it particularly exciting or.
I found it quite gripping.
It's got a lot to say, and it's a really important film to kind of come out and be big. But yeah, I don't know. The Hunt, I just really dug.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very, very cool. Yeah, and particularly because of all the fuss that was made out of it. And yeah, again, it's fuss made by people who just haven't actually watched the film.
Yeah.
I've got to say, by the way, this is so we're looking at a bit of the single player mode from Bomberman. So these bad guys, look at that little guy with a little smiley face, it's just a coin. What's he doing?
You know who he
Little
is, don't
balloons.
you?
Who is he?
It's Cool Spot's dad.
It's cool.
Bomberman killed Cool Spot's dad.
A number of times.
Yeah.
I came into Bomberman and I saw that there's little balloon guys and little happy faces. It's like, yeah, if I walk into their path and they walk into me, I die. But if I stand in the corner doing nothing, everything's fine. They just seem to be having a good old time. If it was like a little fucking animated swastika, okay, let's talk. But
These bloody liberals. This is an empire, Richard.
It's
we have to
true.
wander where we want and blow up anything in our way.
the Bomberman Empire.
Yes.
Okay, so that guy's got teeth, but look at the little balloon boy. Like the little balloon boy, so he was smiling. The frog looks crazy, but just a frog. The balloon actually looks a little depressed. I want to just ask him if he's all right, not blow him up.
You see, if you asked me, I'd say that was a ping pong bat.
Ah, very good. Yeah, and it's even got a different coloured, a little happy ping pong ball bat, just minding his beeswax.
Yeah. Or
Yes,
is,
these yeah, exactly.
or is he trying to destroy our culture from the inside?
It's true. It's true.
I Am Snorlax just found the game on the Amiga Mega Drive with a great soundtrack that I've never heard of, the Chaos Engine.
Oh, the Chaos Engine. Yeah, fuck yeah, Bitmap Brothers. Amazing. Chaos Engine is one of those great 90s Bitmap Brothers games. You should also, I Am Snorlax, look at Speedball 2 Brutal Deluxe, which also has just the most amazing soundtrack. And when I did my video game music stream, we played Bomb the Bass by the Xenon 2 Assault the Precinct by Bomb the Bass, which is like a sample from Precinct 13.
Mm.
Like the
wow.
Bitmap Brothers games had these amazing art styles and had these awesome soundtracks, and the Chaos Engine music slaps. And if I'm going to do another game music thing, I wanted to play. I played No, I didn't play Brutal Deluxe, which is the main theme from Speedball 2, which I was going to play, but I'd play some Chaos Engine as well, because such a fuss was made over Chaos Engine when it came out. And it's not the best game ever, but it is fucking cool. It's this crazy kind of steampunk sort of top-down adventure shooter thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fucking good. It's a cool game. Right. It's over. Bye. It'd be really funny just to click stop. It's horribly abrupt. But we're off, guys. We're gonna cut out. So
Yeah, thank you all for joining us. Thank you very much, Ellie, for helping us
You're
on the
welcome.
chat.
No problem.
big time. Thank you so much. So cheers for tuning in. Happy New Year's. Welcome back. And all that jazz. We're going to come back on Thursday with a watch party. We're still debating what to do. If you want to vote for the watch party film, the choices will be up soon as we can. And if you're on the $3 tier and up, you can do that. Also, if you're on Patreon, the interview with Rob Myers, who was in the chat, will be up soon. He's a VFX artist working in Hollywood. You can see
Give
that.
them more money.
Don't say that, Ellie.
I shall.
It sounds like a pyramid scheme. It sounds like a pyramid scheme if you do that.
I just want to agree, Dan Lyle's Fast of Night, you should all watch Fast of Night. That is very cool.
Okay, fair dues. So yeah, we're back soon. We love you. We've missed you.
Yep.
We'll see you soon. So we're just going to cut to credits.
Yeah. Also, I don't love you. I'm playing it cool.
No, he's ambivalent. Yeah, he doesn't want to kind of jinx
Yeah,
it.
whatever, guys.
Yeah, maybe see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can meet up again or whatever. Ivan's going to be. I saw Ivan this morning in our garden bludgeoning ping pong ball bats to death.
For the Empire.
For the Empire, ambivalent, depressed ping pong ball bats. He was beaten to death.
Everyone's trapped in a corner.
Exactly. He went and hunted him down and blew him up. Look at that. It's just Ivan's life. So we're
Blood
back
for
on.
the blood god.
We're back. We're back on Thursday with the stream. Ivan and I will be back with another gaming thing soon. We're sure. So also, if you are a patron, I've just updated the credits today. So if you want to stick around for the end of the stream, you will see your name up in lights because they are fresh as of today, unless you signed up during the stream, which is unlikely because we're a vastly unpopular channel. All right, cutting to credits. Love you all. See you later. Goodbye.